Check, check, check. Welcome into Lady Cat Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle, and we're here. Let's see, is this officially the launch pad? Is that what this is?
Ground zero,
Ground
I believe,
zero,
is what they
not
call
the launch pad. Okay.
The launch pad's the baseball field.
Oh, okay. So, but it is Roswell Goddard High School gym, and it's where the Lovington Lady Cats are going to try for their third district victory. They come into this one 2-2 in district, having lost only to Artesia twice, and they really need to post another win and then finish out the season on Friday night, the regular season, and go into the district tournament. So they're trying to post the best numbers they can, and they're going to be up against the Lady Rockets of Goddard High School. So coming into this game, a pretty decent season, really nice, solid season. I tell you, the Lady Cats really have blossomed under head coach Chief Bridgeforth. This is his second season helming the girls, and it's a 15-9 season that they put together so far, and 2-2 in district, and they're getting some pretty good respect, statewide. They are ranked 9th in 4A across New Mexico, according to Max Preps. The Goddard ladies are less successful this season, a little rough under head coach Chris Roybal. They are 7-16 overall, 0-4 in district, and ranked 24th in 4A across New Mexico. The Lady Rockets are coming in to this one, having lost to Portales on Friday night, 42-32, and then they'll finish up against Artesia on the road on Friday. And after tonight, Lovington will be playing their final game this Friday at Portales, at least their final game of the regular season. So it's almost over, kids. It feels like we were just saying, hey, and welcome to a fresh season, of Lovington Lady Wildcat basketball. And here we are closing in on the final couple of regular season games, TJ.
Well, it is. Time certainly flies when you're having fun. And yeah, the Lady Cats, as you mentioned, need to get the win here tonight. They are still very much alive in the district race. They're going to need a little help, having lost twice now to Artesia. They're going to need Portales to knock off Artesia again tonight and then beat Portales. And then you got a three-way tie for first, and then it becomes a whole big mess.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll talk more about that on Friday night and try and keep an eye on that game that's also going on.
But it's a mess that the Lady Cats would like to be a part of, at that point. It becomes advantageous for them. So
scoot up, Don. We're moving the spotlight through.
All right, so I think we have that's right. They do all that whole, ESPN sort of introduction with all the lights and the bells and the whistles and everything. It's is what it is. But we are here getting ready for this one. It's pregame. We got about a little over 11 minutes left in the pregame clock here as the girls are getting warmed up. But yes, they can't rely on everything and think about what everybody else is doing tonight. They have to concentrate on what they're doing here in the gym, and that is to try to post another victory. Now, Lovington did beat Goddard the last time that they came up against each other in district. They beat them 69-34. That was back on February 6th. So they can't come into this one, though, just assuming that they have it won, that they have it made. They've got to really stay focused, stay intense, keep the attack, be consistent from the first to the last, and just try to get out there, get some points up and on Goddard, try to keep them from launching, any type of attempt to take this game away and hopefully post the W at the end of the game.
If Lovington can come out and do what they did against them back against the 6th, they should be okay. A couple of girls they are going to have to watch out for. Carmen Grotto, number 24. She was the only double-digit scorer for the Goddard Lady Rockets. She had 11 points in that ball game, 9 of those coming from beyond the arc. Ashley Buck also capable of really putting them up and putting them down. She had 9 points in that game as well, also all of them from beyond the arc. So really Goddard's game is more predicated on the outside shooting, so something to watch there. And of course they've got Addison Luck, who if she gets on a roll, she's their big post player. She can really hurt them. They did a nice job though. They limited her to just 6 points in that game game back at our place on the 6th. She did have 8 rebounds, though, in that game.
Okay.
Now, in that game, though, Malaya Castro, I don't know, she played on, I think she was in an alternate universe or something that game. She put up 28 points in that ball game.
And she had a lot of threes. A lot of those were threes. Is that right?
That is correct. Yeah, 15 of her 28 points were from beyond the arc. Liz Buendia, who is back tonight, or at least she's in uniform, she put up 19 in that game, and Ashlyn Barunda had 11. So very impressive showing against these Lady Rockets when they played back at our place. Now, of course, on Friday night, when we started the second half of district, Lovington falling to the Artesia Lady Bulldogs. That was a back and forth affair, and really I think it's a case in it, and I think if you ask Chief Bridgeforth, he'd say the same thing of woulda, coulda, shoulda. They won the rebounding battle in that game.
Yeah.
They were ahead at times in that ball game, but they turned the ball over 26 times. Artesia only 17.
Yeah.
And so when you give a team, 9, 10 more possessions than you have, and they capitalize on even 2 or 3 of them, which is what happened.
That's right.
You fall by 5 points. Now then, without Liz Buendia, they had to, she's kind of
she's one of their shooters. She's
the
a glue
stick that stirs the drink, if you will, on the offense.
That's true.
And no double-digit scores against Artesia. Malaya Castro had 9, Barunda had 8, and Salcido had 7. But nobody really was able to take it to that next level. Of course, some of that's credit to Artesia's defense.
Yeah. Well,
but if I think in the long run, that may actually help them because they stayed right with a top 5 team in the state.
They can.
In Artesia, and they did it without probably their best offensive weapon.
That should tell them something right there. And when you lose to a team just by 5, you know that you could have beaten that team. So they should have some confidence, even though they're coming off of that loss to Artesia. They should have confidence in their game and know that hopefully Buendia is going to be in the game again. Lovington. It's not all about one player, but you take even one player out of that, and they do not have a real long roster, a real big roster. They have kind of a short bench. Lovington does this; it has all season, so they really can't afford to be without even 1 or 2 players, especially starters.
Right. And we mentioned, at the beginning of the season when Chief just had 7 girls on the team, we called them the Magnificent 7. They're all the way up to
10,
9
11?
now. I mean, they've got 10 on the roster,
Exactly.
but of course Abigail Schall's still on the roster, but she's
out
out
for the season.
Yeah. So when they had Buendia out and Knapp has to sit the first half because she plays in the JV game there were 7 girls available in that first half, and they still went nose to nose with Artesia for the whole game.
So that's pretty impressive, when you look at it, when you think about that. It's pretty impressive indeed. So Lovington knows who they are and what they're capable of, and now they just need to come out, play their game tonight, and if they do that consistently from beginning to end, then they're going to be able to put the W on this one and move to their final game of the regular season. So we're going to take a break and come back and run down the rosters for you, get you to introduce to the Lady Rockets of Goddard and to reintroduce to our Lady Cats. So we'll be back in just a few minutes with more Lady Cat basketball, the pregame show on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle, and we are just a few minutes away from getting this one tipped off here at Goddard High School. So yeah, looking down at the roster, we talked about how Lovington really has 9 viable players on their roster, and Goddard has 14. As far as we know, they're all here and suited out and ready to play tonight. I noticed one of the girls is in a pretty strong leg brace, but your roster for Goddard, and I like to run down them all because I feel like they've earned a place on the roster. They may not see time in the game, and this may be the only time they hear their name, but I think everybody deserves to be introduced on the team, not just the starters, and we will talk about the starters here in just a moment. But for Goddard, number 1, Lexi Pignon. Number 3, Annika Roybal. Number 4, Sofia Arroyo Bugueria. Number 10, Natalie Hardwick. Number 11, Viviana Varela. Number 14, Alessandra Porras. Number 15, Sarah Ernst. 20 is Addison Luck. 21 is Eden Chavira. 22 is Ashley Buck. 23 is Addison Harrell. 24 is Carmen Grado. 32 is Lauren Medrano. Number 33 is Camila Herrera. For Lovington, number 3 is Luisa Cardenas. Number 4 is Carly Knapp. 5 is Aubrey Aranda. 10 is Myra Castro. 12 is Malaya Castro. 14 is Ashlyn Borunda. 20 is Elizabeth Wendia. 22, Carly Greben. And number 24, Erlene Salcido. And, quick note, aside from the game tonight, something happened on Friday. I was not with you. I was on assignment doing another game on Friday, and you were at Lovington Gym. And the boosters came up, and somebody representing the boosters came up and gave something to you for the both of us. Tell me about that.
Well, we got some nice little goodie bags, travel bags with little bags filled with snacks and goodies from the Booster Club and from the Lovington Lady Cat team, just to say thank you for covering them, and we definitely appreciate that. And I told you when we got home that evening and met up. I've been doing this for a long time now. I've been this is my 28th season doing sports at various levels in 2 states now. Yeah. But until the Lovington volleyball team back in COVID year, I had never before even been told thank you.
Wow.
And maybe thank you a couple times, but never given anything. But the Lady Cats, you know, the entire program, volleyball, softball, basketball, they've always been very nice and gracious to thank us and to try and take care of us, and we appreciate that.
For several years, each one of those.
And we
it's
also
really
should
nice.
say the Football Booster Club
did
feed us after the the football championship.
That's very true.
So I can't leave that out.
That's right. That's right. But yeah, it's very nice to be thanked and recognized. We appreciate that, and so you know, big thanks going out to the Booster Club for the basketball boosters. And we're going to take a break so we can do our national anthem and introduce players. We'll be back with more Lady Wildcat basketball coming up.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
And welcome back to Lady Wildcat Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle, and we had the national anthem. I have to say, I do like the way that they darken the gym and put the spotlight on the American flag for the national anthem. I thought that was very nice. And now, of course, they're using the spotlight to do a whole sort of a TV sort of intro, you know, for the home team. But the Lovington Lady Cats are here, and your starters for the Lady Cats are going to be Myra Castro, Malaya Castro, Ashlyn Barunda, Elizabeth Wendia, and Erlene Salcido. So we know that from our introductions, and they're busy introducing their team right now. And I have got our score bug ready to go. I know that TJ, you've got the camera ready to go, and all we need are the players on the floor getting ready for the tip-off of this one. So we'll find out who our starting 5 will be for the Lady Rockets of Goddard coming up here in just a couple of minutes. Again, this is kind of a must-win. If the Lovington girls want to have a serious shot and to know that they're going to continue to have a place in the top 10 and probably in the playoffs even before we get through the district tournament, they need to win tonight.
Well, on the good side, if they win tonight, they guarantee themselves a home game in the district tournament.
And
because then Goddard could not in any way, shape, form, or fashion catch them. So they would guarantee themselves no worse than third place than going into the big game against Portales. And again, we'll try and keep an eye and an ear on the Portales-Artesia game and see where they are on that tonight, because, you know, that could become an extremely big game on Friday. Yeah.
So we're just about ready to get this one tipped off. The Lovington girls starters are out on the floor. I know they're anxious to get this. I know they came out. By the way, the Lovington JV team lost to Goddard JV 50-12 was the final score. And the instant that Chief could get the girls out on the floor warming up for this game, he took advantage of it. And in fact, they had to say, wait, we're not ready. We need to finish sweeping and get some time up on the pregame clock. So they're anxious, and your Goddard starters are out on the floor as well. It's going to be Salcedo in the center, and Lovington does win the tip-off. They pass it off, get it back to Salcedo. She takes it down, puts a shot up. It does not fall. Fight for the rebound. I think they're going to call a jump ball.
They are, as Porras and Barunda tied it up right there and got to it at the same time and tied it up. Possession arrow to Goddard.
Barunda doing a nice job of not letting go. But unfortunately, it will be Goddard with the possession, and they're still in the backcourt, and they're still now finally move across the timeline and pick up the pace just a little bit. That is number 21, Shavira, running the point, and a takeaway already. Buendia with a steal and puts it up and in.
Welcome back, Buendia. Good pressure there, swatted it away and took it down, and the transition worked.
2-0. Goddard with the ball, still in the backcourt. Now they push it up to Buck on the right side. Into number 20, Luck in the lane. She has to pull out, and a shot up from Shavira from the left wing, no good, and Malaya Castro with the rebound.
But it is taken away.
It is taken away. So Lovington with a turnover, and Grotto took it away, the steal, and goes down, up and in, 2 points, and we're tied.
And Addison Luck right there, if you get her that big and that open, she'll take it, even especially on the takeaway.
So one turnover apiece for the teams. Lovington with the ball back. That's Myra Castro at the top of the arc. Looking for a position, gets it to Buendia, left side. She drives across toward the baseline underneath the basket. Going to put it up, and she gets fouled. I think they're going to call it on Luck.
And a nice job. She drove in there, and they are going to call it on Luck. Her first personal, first team foul. But if they can get that penetration down the baseline or through the lane, they can really get this Roswell team in foul trouble. Now it's going to be a key to make it from the line.
And it is swish time for Buendia, as she's got 3 points in the game now, puts Lovington up by 1. Lovington doesn't have a lot of height. They depend on Salcedo for that, but they've got to make up for it in quickness and fast transitions. And as you said, drive across the baseline and get somebody posted up and in. All right, Buendia, the second one good. Lovington up by 2, and running the point is Buck. Over to Shavira, still in the backcourt. Over to Buck, across the timeline. Now back to the right. Shavira getting worked on, double teamed. Gets it back to Buck. Buck gets it into Luck, and Luck puts it up. Does not fall, hits the backboard. A fight for the rebound. They're going to call a foul, and that's another foul on 20. That is the second foul on Luck.
No, actually they're going to call it on
Porras. Okay.
But that is a rebound for Salcedo. Good job underneath.
Yeah. And Lovington's going to have to be strong on the boards. Coming down the other way, and there's a turnover as there was a travel, and the ball was up, but she traveled before she put the shot up. So Lovington now 2 turnovers, give it back. Although Lovington is leading 4-2, they really need to start stretching it out here. Double teaming Shavira. They get it back to Buck. Now they get it over in the left corner to Grotto. She tries to put up a shot, won't fall, and that is Barunda with the rebound. She's going to take it coast to coast. Oh, and try to put it up from the left side. She gets it blocked by Shavira and poked out of bounds. There's no foul. I think it was a clean block, but it will be Lovington's ball. Buendia will inbound just to the left of their basket. Lovington going to pass it around the right side to Malaya. Oh, she puts up a 3-point shot. It's way short. Myra picking the ball up, but then it goes out of bounds, so she can't control it. So another turnover for Lovington.
Yeah, they've just got to work on being a little more patient on offense here early. A couple times it looks like they've tried to force it.
And Goddard with the ball, passing it out near midcourt. And that's Buck getting worked on hard by Buendia. Buendia trying to steal it. No foul, no call. Goddard finally back in control of it. Buck gets it into Luck. Oh, and Luck on a bad pass, stolen away by Barunda. Barunda passes off to Buendia. Buendia pops a 3 from the left wing. Beautiful shot.
Welcome back, Liz.
Yeah, she's got 6 points in the game. Makes it 7-2.
7.
I know.
All 7 on the board.
Oh, yeah, 7, 3, 6. Yeah, exactly, 7. Oh, and another bad pass, so that's a 4th turnover for Goddard. Oh, and putting it up, but it does not fall. Buendia tried for it, but the rebound taken.
And again, that was a free ball. You've got to find a way to get those down.
Yeah, you've got to finish those shots. That was coming off of the turnover. When you force a turnover, got to finish it. Oh, and there was a shot by Buck.
Just a 2.
And just a 2. I thought it was going to be a 3. That's why I didn't say 3. I said, oh, almost, but 2 makes it 7-4 here in the first. Lovington with the ball back. Buendia hands it off to Myra Castro, to Salcido, almost stolen away. And at the top of the arc, a 3-point attempt by Buendia doesn't fall, and it's Borunda with the rebound, her second. Lovington, they get it back to Borunda. She drives the lane, puts up a shot, won't fall. Fight for the rebound. Salcido touched it, and she touched it last, so it's going to be Goddard basketball.
I don't know how she touched it in that rocket sandwich, but the ref right on top of it said she did.
In fact, I think there was a third. I think she was definitely in a sandwich with a third piece on top there. So still pushed it out. Goddard ball. They bring it across the timeline on the right. Get it over to Buck. Buck now sending over to Shavira. She puts up a shot from the left side, won't fall. And that is Porras with the rebound and the putback. And we've got a tight game, 7-6. Lovington with the ball. Buendia running point. Gets it to Borunda. Borunda drives in from the left. That's how you do it. Borunda just turned around and drove in the lane and didn't really have anybody pressing her. And she just put it up and in quickly. Didn't give anybody time to find her and stop her. Coming the other way. This is Buck getting double teamed. And they are finally up. Timeout. 30-second timeout by Coach Roybal. So we'll keep it right here. And it will be coming out of the timeout. It will be Goddard basketball. 3:16 left to play in this first quarter. Wow, this has been a pretty fast-moving quarter, but a slow, low scoring, slow as far as production, offensive production by either team. It's only 9-6, and Lovington is leading. But you'd like to think and like to hope they wanted to be, at the end of the first quarter up by more than this. So let's see if they can manage to try to force more turnovers, make points off of the turnovers. That's what's important, and try to stretch the lead out just a little bit. 3 minutes left to play in this first quarter, and very low scoring so far. So we'll see if they can sort of break out and get ignited. And in fact, we're going to have some subs coming in. We'll have Cardenas coming in. We've got Aranda in, and along with Salcido and Carly Greben on the floor. I think Coach Chief Ridgeforth is trying to shake something loose as well, saying let's get a little spark going out here and shake something loose. Goddard was holding them too tightly. Goddard with the ball. Buck getting worked on by Cardenas and Buendia. Still standing out near half court, mid-court. Over a pass into Shavira in the right corner, and then a pass into the lane is stolen away. Nice work by Salcido. She brings it down, or actually Greben, and she brings it down. Tries to put a shot from the right side. It doesn't fall, but a whistle sounds, and I think she is fouled. We'll see who they call that on, and she will go to the line. It is going to be on Grotto. That's her first foul, and that's going to be the third team foul, and send Greben to the line out of the steal. Oh, no good. And Lovington, again, they need every point they can get. Coming off of turnovers at the free throw line. And we haven't seen much perimeter shooting from them yet, but they need it. Oh, and the rebound, the ball was no good, but the rebound by Aranda, and she gets it to Salcido. The shot up, no good, and that's going to be Luck with the rebound. I've got that as her second rebound, and gives it off to Buck. Then back to Luck in the lane, and she finally puts it up and in. So she now has 4 points in the game, and again, we're back to just a 1 point lead for your Lovington girls.
Lovington ladies let her get inside.
They did, and there's a nice move, though, by Greben in the lane. Puts it up and in from the right side, makes it 11-8 now. Lovington ladies need to force turnovers, make points on it, try to stretch the lead out a little bit. 2 minutes left in the first quarter here, and it is 11-8. Lovington leading as as Goddard has just been passing around, looking for room in the lane, trying to find, and it's they've got Luck posting up, trying to find her. Instead, they just decided to go for an outside shot, and Grotto popped a three from the right wing, and now we're all tied up, 11-all. Buendia running the point for Lovington. Brings it down. She tries a three, and she drains it from just beyond the arc on the left side.
And did it through pressure and traffic, too.
She did. Her second tray of the game. 14-11 now. A minute 20 left. Oh, and a steal as Salcido comes in and interrupts that pass. Picks it off. Gives it to Aranda. Aranda pulls up, tries a shot, won't fall, and it's going to be Luck with the rebound, her third. She gets it up to Shavira. Shavira driving in from the right. A pass into Porras. Doesn't work, but Goddard manages to hang on to it. Now they pass around. Has Cardenas on Shavira. Shavira pulls back. Gets it over to Porras. Porras back to Shavira. Lovington doing a pretty good job. Now they get Luck in the paint, but she has to pass it back out. A shot from Grotto up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Salcido with her hand on it. And, yep, what are they going to say? They're going to call a foul.
Yeah,
and they're going to call that on Addison Luck. Yeah, that's her second, fourth team foul
Luck
on
and Erlin
Goddard.
have been battling for the boards, and right now Salcido with 2 rebounds, Luck with 3, so it's been pretty even.
14-11, Lovington with their 3-point lead, 35 seconds left in the first quarter. Aranda inbounds to Malaya Castro. She's going to run the point across the timeline, center court.
And she looked over at Chief, and he said,
did.
yeah, okay, go. You know what we're doing.
And she's just hanging on to the ball, setting some offense, directing players where she wants it. Looks like she's just going to dribble, go for the last shot.
Yeah, she's going to make him come out and guard her.
That's right. She's going to force Goddard to come up. And now they pass over. Passing back in the lane and over to the right to Aranda. Aranda tries a three-point shot at the buzzer. It does not fall. And at the buzzer at the end of the first, Lovington is leading. It's a low-scoring affair, 14-11, but we'll take the three-point lead and be back in 60 seconds with more Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Welcome back to Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. At the end of the first quarter, 14-11 our score. Lovington in the lead over Goddard. And we're ready to get the second quarter underway as so far Buendia has 10 points in this game, 2 for Borunda and 2 for Greben. And 11 on the board for Goddard. Lovington inbounds at midcourt. They get it in to Greben in the lane, and she pulls up, puts a nice shot up from the right side, under with pressure.
And it's really been nice to see Carly after she came up from the JV. She's really gotten a lot more comfortable, and as she has, she's gotten more playing time.
Well, I think it's great that she's been able to get a lot of playing time on JV, and then again has earned her place up here. Ooh, and a nice takeaway as Malaya Castro was guarding number 22 Buck and just took it away from her, a clean steal, and then Buck pushed her. So they're going to call, yeah, that was Buck. That's a first foul on her. It's on the floor, first team foul against Goddard in this second quarter. So Lovington with the ball. Bounce pass in the lane could be dangerous. It works this time, though. Borunda up and in, and that bounce pass, actually the pass came from And I did not see.
Yeah, it came in from
Greben, all right. So she got the assist on that. Very nice. And, yep, they're going to call number 14, Borunda. Or, no, that was Castro on her. Yeah, Malaya is going to foul this time as she, again, was back to guarding Buck.
But that is just the first team foul on Lovington, period,
yeah,
in the
that's
game.
it.
So
they've been able to, they've been putting pretty good defensive pressure on so far. Goddard with the ball, pulling back midcourt. Shavita's got it. Buendia on her, but loose coverage. Passes up to Roy Ball in the game for the first time for Goddard. And they pass in the lane, and I think they're going to call a foul. Bad foul because their number 10, Hardwick, in the game for the first time was losing the handle on the ball and went between her legs. And she got pushed, and I think I was going to say, I think it was on Barunda, and that's her first foul, second team foul. And number 3, Roy Ball and Porras come out for Goddard. Goddard will inbound. That's Buck to Luck. And then to Hardwick, and she puts it up and in. So 16-13 now, or rather 18-13. Buendia running the point, getting guarded to Malaya on the right wing. Yeah, and she thought about the 3 and then decided better of it. But when she changed her mind and decided to drive in toward the lane, she traveled. So that's going to be a turnover.
That foot gets every time.
Just a little too much. So that's a turnover. I got 4 turnovers for Lovington.
That is correct.
I've got either 5 or 6 for them.
6.
6, all right. So Goddard taking it down. Buck in the left corner getting worked on hard. She bounce passes it out to Shavita, who drives the lane, and she's going to pick up a foul. Nope, she traveled. Okay. When they whistled, I knew that Castro and Buendia are right there by her, and I thought one of them had pushed her. So that is turnover number 7 for Goddard. Give it to Lovington. 18-13 is your score. Lovington with a 5-point lead. Buendia running the point, drives in, trying to take it coast to coast, puts up a shot. It doesn't fall, and it's Hardwick who knocks it out.
Yeah, Hardwick partially blocked that one. Buendia, I think, was thinking she was getting a foul.
She did not, but it still works for Lovington as Buendia puts it she throws it in, gets it to Salcido. Salcido put up a shot. I thought it was going to fall. It didn't.
Yeah,
but Goddard
foul coming back for Buendia.
And Goddard had the rebound on that one. And then Buendia with a foul. Just her first foul, though. Second team foul on Lovington in the second quarter.
It's Chief hollering out, come on, use your head. Be
That's
smart.
Right. Goddard inbounds from the scorer's table.
My guess is there's a little trash talking going on the floor right now,
Could
too.
Be. Goddard going to work it all around the outside of the arc from the left corner, back up to the top. Shavita with it to Hardwick. Hardwick moves it to the corner. Then they get Luck in the lane. Oh, and it's taken away. Beautiful steal as Borunda has it, and she takes it coast to coast, tries to put it up and in. It does not fall, but whistle sounds, and she is fouled. So a nice steal for her, though, and the 8th turnover for Lovington. So if Lovington isn't going to be able to get their shots to fall because they're on a little scoring drought, they've had about 3 or 4 looks at the basket now, and that none of them have fallen. Going to have to try to get it done from the free throw line, and the first one is up, no good.
And as a team now, Lovington just 2 of 5 from the stripe.
So Lovington is leaving a lot of points out there on the floor already in this game.
Yeah, they've had a couple steals and missed the layup, come in transition, and now
that one no good either.
Missed.
And Luck with the rebound.
But then swatted away by Buendia, but it goes out, so it'll be on the Goddard ball.
That's right. And they bring it down, finally across the timeline, right side over to Buck. Buck still mid-court, getting worked on by Myra Castro, rather. And then Malaya. Ooh, pass over to Shavita. And, yep, she traveled. So that is, turnover number 9?
Turnover number 9, yeah.
For Goddard. Again, Lovington should be capitalizing on these more. These turnovers are not turning into points for Lovington. Now, they're ahead, and they're doing a lot of things well and right in this game, but they're leaving points out there that they may wish later that they had. Lovington passing it, finding Salcido in the lane, and as she tried to pick up the pass off of the floor, she gets run into, gets bumped, and they're going to call that on Shavita. Her first.
Actually, that'll be on Buck, her second.
Oh, on Buck, sorry. Number 22, and yes, Salcido breaks a little scoring drought for Hobbs. Let's see if she can rattle the second one home. Makes it
Lovington.
19-13. Erlene's first trip to the line and her first point in the game. She had a rebound and a steal to go along with it, and that one's going to fall short. But, oh, Borunda going up for the rebound, but she can't control it. It goes out of bounds. She pushes it out. Good hustle and a good try, but it's going to be Lady Rocket basketball. So it'll be Buck into Shavira. Shavira will run the point across the timeline. Nope, get it all the way over to Luck on the left side. Luck finally across the timeline. As a Lovington with pretty good tight defense. Got to make that transition, try to guard the paint. There we go. As Goddard just passing outside the arc, looking for somebody. Now they find in the lane. Oh, they find 14 Porras. And as she's going to draw the foul, she's going to get, nope.
Yep, they're going to
call that on
Myra
Castro, and that's going to be her first foul.
Fourth team foul.
Third team foul on Lovington. Fourth in the second quarter. But it's on the floor. Goddard inbounds. They get it to Grotto. Grotto tries to pop the three from just beyond the arc. It won't fall. And that is 14 Porras with the rebound, trying for the putback. And finally, third look for Goddard. And she draws a foul. And they're going to call that one.
On Aranda.
On Aranda. That's her first and fifth team foul on Lovington in the second quarter.
So for the next 4:22, it will put Goddard in the double bonus.
Wow. You're leaving a lot of points on the floor, and then you're giving Goddard the opportunity 2 minutes to make points off of these fouls. So, and that one did not fall. So Porras has 2 points in the game, couple of rebounds as well. Another shot for the line. That one does fall in, makes it 19-14, a 5-point lead for Lovington as we tick down. 4:20 left to play in this second quarter. Buendia with the ball. Outside the right arc, passes to Aranda. Aranda moves in, top of the arc. Back to Buendia. Buendia tries to pop the tray, doesn't fall, and the ball is going to just bounce out of bounds on the left side, and Malaya Castro was trying to get to it and ended up on the floor. There's no whistle, no foul. I guess they were just going to say she got caught up and tripped.
Looked like she caught an elbow in the face from Porras, but
ouch. And a timeout is going to be taken.
But I think there was a little bit of retaliation there. Lucky the ref didn't see that.
Yeah, it's a full 60-second timeout that Chief Bridgeforth took. So we will be back in 30 seconds with more Lady Wildcat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Wildcat basketball from Roswell Goddard as we are in a district game, and it's a lot closer than I certainly expected at this point, and maybe a lot of people would. The first time that these teams met on in district matchup time on February 2nd, Lovington beat Goddard 69-34. And tonight, Goddard playing them a lot closer so far. Very low-scoring affair. A lot of back and forth, kind of a physical game already. And, Lovington's just got to try to settle things down, settle into this, and stretch their lead out. As out of the timeout, it'll be Goddard basketball. So they bring it down across. As finally, are they going to call her?
Going to call her for the travel.
They are going to call her for the travel, as that was Luck trying to wait as long as possible to cross the timeline, and instead traveled. So give the ball over. I think turnover number 10 for Goddard?
Yes.
Lovington with the ball. Malia Castro on the right arc to Buendia. Buendia moving over. Oh, loses the handle of the basketball. Aranda right there to pick it up, though, and stops and decides to try to pop the three. It won't fall, but Malia Castro with the rebound, her second. She tries to pop the arc, and that doesn't fall. Salcido skying for the rebound, but they're going to say, of course, that ball, when it touched the top of the, bounced off the top of the backboard, so automatically goes over to the other team. But does it count as a turnover?
No.
Okay. So I've got Lovington with 4, but do they have 5 turnovers?
Nope,
or
just
the
4.
4. All right, so I'm accurate. Lady Rockets with the ball. That is Grotto with it. Passes over to Luck. Luck walks it over to Shavira. Shavira works it around, pulls up just inside the right wing, puts up a shot, won't fall, and it's actually Salcido with the rebound.
Actually, Malaya got it off the tip.
And Salcido tipped it, though, but she didn't control it enough. All right. And then she gave it off. So nobody gets, I guess, credit
Malaya
for the round.
You're
going to give it to Malaya?
She's the one who first
one controlled it. All right.
And then she got fouled going back down.
Right, she did. And they're going to call that one on number 21, Shavira. That is her second foul. And that's the fourth team foul on Roswell. And it puts Malaya Castro at the line. And the first one is up and no good. Again, we've been talking about Lovington leaving a lot of points out on the floor. 3:05 left to play in this second quarter. And
right now, just 1 of 5 from the line in the second quarter.
And that's definitely an area that they need to get better in for the rest of this game. And that one is not going to fall either. And fight for it. It goes out of bounds. And they're going to say it is Goddard basketball. So 19-14 still your score. Lovington with a 5-point lead. Needing to stretch that out. They'd like to go into half with more than the 5-point lead if they could. Goddard's going to try to keep them from doing that. Running the point is Buck. Gets it to Shavira. Shavira pulls in, or actually that was Grotto. Then back to Buck. Back to Grotto on the right wing. Thinks about the three, but she's got Buendia in her face. Passes to Luck. Luck, I think she was trying to find Porras underneath the basket and overshoots her, goes out of bounds, but they're going to say it was tipped
nice job by
Lovington.
Barunda. She got her arm in that passing lane and knocked it away.
They get it into Luck, and then nice as Malaya interrupts that pass and steals it and gives it to Buendia. Buendia drives the lane, trying to put a shot up from the right.
Flagrant
and
much?
Yeah, she gets a big hip check. And they're going to call that on number 33, Herrera, in the game for the first time for the Lady Rockets. Buendia at the line, and that was up and in. Makes it 20-14. 2:38 left in this second quarter. Lovington up 20-14. Buendia at the line. She's got a second one, and that one's good as well. So she is perfect at the line, 4 for 4 tonight, and has 12 points in the game. Lady Rockets with the ball, bringing it down quickly this time. They get it to Luck. Luck looking for room, pulls out. As Lovington keeping him out of the paint, pretty good job. Goddard trying to make the adjustments, trying to find somebody, drives back in to Grotto. All the way over in the right wing, bounce pass to Herrera, now back to Grotto. Grotto pulls up, tries a three, won't fall, and it's going to be Buendia with the rebound. She takes it up and in from the left. It does not fall. Got to finish those shots.
Yeah, so many they have not finished.
And Herrera got the rebound, and then a whistle is called.
Yeah, I'm going to call that on Myra, her second personal, and we'll go all the way back down the floor to shoot fouls. I can't believe they're going to let Herrera go to the line. When she got that, she was throwing elbows everywhere, and they're going to actually send Porras to the line, even though Herrera got the rebound.
Right.
And she, like I said, she was windmilling those elbows. So
Porras with that is the player with that pretty serious-looking leg brace on her left leg. First one is up and good. She's got 4 points in the game now, makes it 21-15. 2 minutes left to go, 2 minutes and 1 second on the clock. Porras. And that one is up and no good. Skying for the rebound.
It was Greben.
Greben got it. Gives it to Buendia. She tries a tray from the top of the arc, won't fall. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be Luck who controls it. Gets it out to Buck. Buck's going to run the point, bring it up center court. Then over to Herrera, the right wing. Oh, and almost, and does lose the ball.
Tic-tac.
Yeah.
They're going to call that on Buendia.
And that's, wow.
Herrera was going Supergirl
there. She was going to pass it, but the person she was passing to already was Buck, and she had already moved, so a little lack of communication there. And when Herrera realized it, she had to do an oopsie and try to get the ball back, and so that's where the collision happened. And her first one is up no good. Cardenas is going to come in for Lovington. 21-15, 6-point lead by Lovington. And the shot up no good. I think a lane violation.
Yep.
And so it'll be Lovington's ball. And the shot no good anyway. So 21-15, Lovington. A little bit of time on the clock, a minute and a half before half, to be able to put a few more points on the board if they can. Malaya Castro with it. Ooh, bounce pass into Borunda, almost taken away. Cardenas picks it up, and then a pass in the lane to Salcido. Salcido passes to Borunda. Borunda got the pass, put up the shot, and it did not fall, and Roswell got the rebound. That is Harrell in the game. Gets it to Grotto. Grotto tries to pop the three, won't fall. And the rebound comes out. Ball goes right into the hands of Luck. And then another three-point shot up, no good. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Lovington basketball. And it'll be Salcido who comes back in the game. And Greben comes out. Yeah, I saw the two and thought Salcido was still in the game. And it was 22 Greben instead of 24 Salcido. Salcido with the ball. Oh, a bounce pass right in the hands to Luck.
Just the first turnover in the second quarter, but it comes at a bad time.
It does. 40 seconds left before half. 21-15. Goddard with the ball. That's Herrera. Getting worked on by Cardenas. To Grado. Back to Herrera. Mid-court. Bounce pass over to Buck. Buck pops the tray from outside the arc on the left side. And makes it 21-18, 20 seconds left before half. Malaya Castro with the ball. Center court, over to Myra Castro. Myra back to Malaya. Malaya back to Myra on the right wing, into Salcido. Salcido, no place to go. A quick pass over to Cardenas in the left corner. Tries a three, it won't fall, and it's Buck with the rebound. And at the buzzer, halftime sounds, and Lovington is still leading, and still a three-point lead. Same lead, but different score as at the end of the first quarter. It is 21-18 now, and we'll be back with your halftime show in just a couple of minutes right here. Lady Cat Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Hey, welcome back to Lady Cat Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. Halftime here, and Lovington is leading 21-18. They had a 5-6 point lead, actually 6-point lead, and they're just right before the half. Goddard was able to pop a three-pointer and cut that down to 3 points. Lovington led at the end of the first, 14-11, and here is the scoring so far for Goddard. You've got your leading scorer is Ashley Buck with 5 points. She's got a couple of rebounds to go with that as well. You've got 4 points each for Luck and Porras. Luck has 5 rebounds, and Porras has, I've got Porras down with 1 rebound?
4 rebounds.
4 rebounds. That's a 4. All right. Yep. That's a sloppy 4. I can't read that. And I've got 3. Grotto has 3 points. And then you've got Herrera. You've got Hardwick with 2 points and a rebound. You've got Herrera with a rebound. And you've got Shavira with a rebound. For Lovington, your leading scorer is Elizabeth Buendia with 12 points. She also has a rebound to go with that. Then you've got 4 points each from Barunda. She's got a couple of rebounds and a steal to go with that. Then you've got Griepin with 4 points and a rebound, a steal, and an assist. And then you've got Salcido with 1 point, 2 rebounds, and a steal. Malaya Castro with 3 rebounds and a steal. And Aranda with 1 rebound. Lovington has only turned the ball over 5 times. I've got Goddard turning it over 10. 11. I was going to say I've got him down for 10, but I'm pretty sure I missed writing at least 1 or 2 of those down. So obviously Goddard has turned the ball over a lot, and Lovington has not been capitalizing on that. And they've also missed an awful lot of shots from the free throw line. What does our rebounding and our free throw shooting look like in that first half, TJ?
Well, for Goddard, Lovington, we talked about their free throw woes. Goddard actually did worse than Lovington from the line. Goddard 2 of 6 from the free throw line in the first half, so that's 33%. Turned the ball over 11 times, as we mentioned. They did win the rebounding battle, though, with 13. Luck with 5 of those. Porras with 4. Lovington having trouble with the size inside on the glass. For the Lady Cats, 5 of 12 from the free throw line, so just under 50% on that one. Only 10 rebounds in that first half, so they are behind in cleaning off the glass by 3 rebounds. They were tied at 5 apiece after the first quarter, but got out-rebounded. Let's see, that would be 8-5 in that second quarter. So, and again, too many times they would get the turnover, go into transition, and then miss a point-blank layup or get fouled, and then miss the free throws. Really, this should probably be about a 7-8 point lead, not 3 points.
That's right.
And they've done a nice job taking care of the ball with just 5 turnovers. The refs started calling things a little bit tighter in that second quarter, and Lovington picked up a lot of quick fouls.
About 6 fouls just within about 2 minutes of clock time. So, yeah, things have definitely tightened up in this one. So we talked about how before this game that Lovington needed to come in. They couldn't assume that they were going to walk away and just to roll over Goddard, as they did really their first game against each other back February 6th, 69-34, that they were going to have to really take this very seriously.
Well, and these Goddard teams play extremely differently in this gym than they do on the road.
And they're going to have to really work on every aspect of the game and not give up shots, not give up points, and that's exactly what they're doing out there. They're just leaving too many points on the floor in too many ways, both with some cold shooting, and Goddard has been able to clean off the glass and deny them the second and third looks at the basket.
And just a quick note, at the end of the third quarter in Artesia, it is Artesia 28, Portales 25.
Ooh, so a tight game there too as well. And that, of course, will have a lot that out game is definitely something that the Lady Cats can't control. All they can work on and control is this game here, but what happens with that game has a big bearing on the district standings and how all that shakes out.
If Artesia wins that game, they're the district champs, period, end of discussion.
Yes.
Because there's no way Goddard's beaten Artesia. So Artesia, for them, it's a district championship tonight.
Right.
So the game on Friday night would then be for second seed, place and second seed going into the district tournament.
That's right. For second place in regular season standings and the way it finishes, plus second seed in the district tournament, which means getting a bye in the first round and then a home game in the second game, and then a chance to play for the tournament championship. So, yeah, a lot on the line with this game here tonight between Lovington and Goddard, and then, of course, with Artesia and Portales as well. So we'll hopefully continue to keep an eye on that and have a final on that by the time that we're done. But we have a whole lot of basketball left to play here in this gym, and Lovington girls have got to come out and take care of business. They've got to clean some stuff up and shoot just a little bit better. Their shooting from the floor has not been very good. They're missing even their point blank layups, even close in shooting. They haven't taken just a lot of looks at three. Well, they have just missed a lot of 3-pointers, but they've also made some. You got Buendia with 2 trays in the game, which is great, but those are the only 2 3-pointers that Lovington has been able to put up on the board. So the girls are out now taking warm-ups. The boys used a little time to warm up during that halftime as well. Immediately after this game, Lovington boys will play against Goddard, and that's an important district game as well, and we'll have the call on that following this one. But the girls back out just less than a minute now on the halftime clock. So Lovington and Lady Rockets of Goddard will be tipping off the second half of this one coming up in just a little bit. So we'll keep it right here and get ready for this second half. It's going to be important for the Lovington girls to stretch this out as quickly as they can here in the third quarter. The longer that they let Goddard and leave Goddard in this with a chance that close, 3 points away. This game was even tied, a couple of times in earlier on. The longer that they let Goddard hang around and be that close, dangerous things can happen.
Well, they certainly can. So it's going to be incumbent on Lovington as we flip into the court just to come out, play their game. A couple of times in that first half, they let the Lady Rockets play their game.
That's right.
Lovington has got to come out, control the pace, control the tempo, and force this Goddard team to play their game. If they play Goddard's game, Goddard's going to hang around, and we could get the upset, and we don't want to see that for the team in navy or in royal and white.
Starters back out on the floor for both team, and Goddard inbounds from midcourt quickly. Their pace is fast, and they get number 21 Shavira open, and she pops the 3 from the left wing and ties this one up. 21 all here in the third quarter. Lovington with the ball. Buendia puts it up, does not fall, fight for the rebound, and it's going to be controlled by Buendia. So Lovington with an extra chance at it here. And, losing the ball is Barunda. Goddard with the ball. They take it up and no good. Lovington draws a break there. Buendia with the rebound. She gets it over in the lane to Barunda. Barunda can't make it fall, but Salcido with the rebound. And then the ball is kicked out. Buendia's got it, but picking it up. There's a turnover for Lovington as Ashley Buck picks it up and is going to take it across the timeline, pull back, set the O for Lady Rockets. We're all tied up, 21 apiece in this third quarter. And Buck pulls up and tries to put a 3-point shot up, and that one hits the top of the backboard, so it automatically goes over to Lovington. So Lovington gets a couple of lucky breaks there and a chance to bring it down and get out of this tie. Buendia's got it. She gets it to Malaya Castro. Malaya tries to pop the 3. It won't fall, but it's Myra Castro with the rebound, her first, and she gets it over to Buendia. Buendia puts it up and in. So breaks the tie, 23-21, 24-21. I was just about to correct myself. Goddard with the ball coming back the other way. Luck has it. passes it out. That is Shavira. Shavira with her second tray. Back-to-back threes, ties it right back up, and we've got a ball game here. Buendia with the ball, gets it off to Barunda. Barunda to Malaya. Malaya back to Buendia. Buendia tries the three, it won't fall. Salcido fighting for the rebound. She's got it, controls it.
But then throws it away.
She was trying to find Myra Castro out beyond the left wing, and instead it goes into the Lovington, or into the crowd. So Lovington with a couple of turnovers here in this third quarter. Give it back to Goddard, and that is Buck getting worked on by Myra Castro. Moves it over to the left, and then they get it over to Shavira. She tries the three from the left corner. It will not fall. Fight for the rebound. It bounces.
They say Goddard ball. It looked from here like Grotto touched it last.
I thought so too. I think they say
right on top of it.
Said Myra Castro. They're going to say that Lovington did. I guess it was Castro. They got it. Oh, a nice block by Barunda in the lane. They were trying to get it to Luck right underneath the basket. Luck had posted up. Goes out of bounds. The last touch by Lovington. And it's going to be inbound by Buck. She gets it out to Shavira. Shavira tries the three. It won't fall. And the rebound comes out. It's going to be Buck who controls it. So Goddard, again, we're tied 24 all. Under 5.5 left in the third. All the way over to the left corner to Buck. Buck has to pull back. Now she gets it all the way over to Grotto. Grotto drives in and gets the ball stripped away, but it's a free ball picked up by Buck. Then Buck gets it out to Shavira. Back to Buck. Now to Grotto in the left corner. Now she drives in, puts up a shot. She's going to get fouled on the wrist, and they're going to call the reach foul on either Aranda or Salcido. I think Salcido. Barunda, okay. And that's going to be the second foul on her. And that is going to put Grotto at the line. And her first one is up and good. So that breaks the tie. And now Goddard is in the lead, 25-24. And up and good as well. So 26-24. Buendia with the ball. Getting worked on. Goddard getting very aggressive now on defense. Passes it off. Buendia gets it back, drives the lane, and loses it off of her hip. It goes out of bounds. She wants the foul, and the ref says, nope, you simply drop, you know, hit the ball on off of your hip out of bounds. So turnover by Lovington. As Goddard's got it. Luck gets it to, Shavira, and Shavira with her third straight tray makes it 29-24, and now Goddard has a 5-point lead on Lovington.
And it's an 11-3 run for Goddard to start this third quarter.
Not at all how the Lady Cats wanted and needed to come out and get this third quarter underway. And that is going to be a foul, I believe, on Shavira, and that's her third, yep.
Good, she can sit for a little while. She's got 9 points all in this quarter.
Buendia gets it into Salcido, and they pass it back. Buendia tries the three. It will not fall, and the rebound comes out to Buck.
Got to be more patient on the offense.
Got to take the shot, wait until you feel like you can make the shot. Lovington has missed so many points, close in and like those.
Yeah, they're just they're not setting the offense, and right now they're not moving well without the ball.
Lovington guarding, trying to keep Roswell out. Roswell, that's Grotto with the ball, kicks it back out to Buck. Buck over to Roybal in the game. Back to Buck, and a bad pass. It's picked up by Cardenas. She's going to take it. And gets blocked, gets knocked away.
Roybal
goes out of bounds.
Up from behind, yeah.
So it'll stay Lovington ball. And Buendia will inbound. 29-24. Lovington has fallen behind. They inbound to Aranda. Aranda tries to put the ball up. Again, not a very, just like 6 point or a 6 foot shot, and it does not fall. And Goddard with the rebound. 29-24, Goddard 5-point lead. As they get it into Porras. Porras tries to pass out to Roybal in the left corner, and it's knocked away by Greben. Greben was trying to steal it, but couldn't hang on to it, so goes out of bounds. And Buck will inbound for Goddard at the end of their bench. She gets it back, pulls up top of the arc, gets it over to Grotto. Grotto passes in the lane to Porras, but the ball goes across, all the way across. I think it went out, and it did. So it'll be a turnover. Is that just the first turnover for Goddard in the second half?
Second.
Well, second one still. Wow. So Buendia running the point for Lovington. A pass into Greben. Greben fighting her way through the lane and ends up on the floor. And yes, the whistle sounds. Are they going to call that on Luck?
They're going to get a Porras for that one.
All right. So it's going to be, yes, on Porras. So that will send Greben to the line. Lovington trailing by 5 needs every point they can get. As Greben eyes it, skies it, and buries it. Nice job. 29-25. And let's see, Hardwick comes in for Porras and will be in the blocks along with Luck for Roswell. Second shot by Greben. And she gets ready. And sends it up, and that one, no, does not fall, and it'll be Hardwick with the rebound. Luck with the ball, gets it to Buck. Buck runs across timeline. Back to Luck on the right wing. Getting worked on by Buendia, almost stolen away. Lovington spreads out, trying to keep Roswell out of the paint. They give it to Hardwick. Hardwick puts up a shot, it won't fall. Gets her own rebound and put back. Makes it 31-25. Lovington falling behind, back to 6 points.
Just completely flat in this third quarter so far.
They do pass it around. Cardenas gets it in to Greben. Greben posted up, puts it up, and it does not fall. Lovington has missed so many shots.
Yeah, right now we are one of about 15 from the floor.
That is amazing. But she does draw the foul. They call that on Addison Luck. And Greben will have a chance at the line. Puts it up, and no good.
And only that's a part of her game that I know Carly's been working on, but she is very inconsistent right now from the line. And tonight, right now, just 1 of 5.
For Luck, for Goddard, that is, Luck comes out. Porras comes back in. Hardwick is in. Hardwick and Porras in the blocks for Goddard, and a fight for the rebound, and they're going to say
wow,
push
they're going to get Barunda.
Wow.
Are you kidding?
Wow, they call Barunda for on the push foul as they were all going up trying to fight for the rebound. So 2:25 left to play in the third, and Goddard is leading this, and yes, a travel as Grotto came across the timeline and took that extra little step, that slide step, so that is a turnover for them. 2:22 left in the third, 31-25, Goddard leading by 6 here, but here comes Lovington with the ball. They have got to move it. They get Greben in the lane. She runs out of room, so kicks it out to Buendia, and Buendia pops a tray from the right wing. Another 3 for her, and now it's 31-28.
Her 4th tray of the ball game, and really that's what's keeping Lovington in it right now.
Goddard with the ball, and that is Buck trying to take it all the way around, and she gets run into on the way. And they're going to call that on Lovington. They're going to call that on Malaya Castro. It's on the floor, so Luck will inbound, get it into the right corner to Hardwick, and she traveled with it. That's right. She thought about the 3 and hesitated and then took that little slide step. So that's another turnover. Give it back to Lovington. 1:54 left here in the third. 3-point game. Goddard is leading, but Buendia with the ball.
And this may be Goddard's first lead
back
in district.
Back to Malaya, and then back to Buendia. She tries the 3-point shot. This time it does not fall. Greben with the rebound. Gets it to Malaya Castro. Passes it. A bad pass intended for Buendia. Picked off. And Roybal tries to take it coast to coast. Puts up the shot. It just goes pop straight up. She gets the ball back, but has to pass it out. So Goddard just passing around outside the arc. Now Grotto is going to drive in and try to put up a shot. And this time, Lovington with the rebound. Oh boy, it was Barunda with the rebound. Almost lost the handle off of it, but Lovington got it back. Buendia takes it down into the left quarter. Going to try to put up a shot, but gets fouled. It'll be on the floor, and they're going to call that on number 10, Hardwick.
Yes.
Yes. So that's her first foul.
But that will put Lovington in the bonus on the next foul.
That's right. Fourth foul against Goddard. This time they inbound from midcourt, get it to Buendia. Buendia gets it to Malaya Castro, to Greben, then all the way back out to Buendia, top of the arc. Then over to Castro. Castro trying to find as she connects with Barunda in the lane. She puts it up and in. Finally, Barunda with a layup that goes in for Lovington and brings them to within 1 point. 31-30 now. Goddard in the lead. And that's Shavira with the ball. Ooh, nice defense as Malaya Castro almost stole it away. A pass in the lane to Porras. Porras puts it up and in and draws the foul. Oh, ouch, ouch, ouch. Is they're going to call that on Myra Castro? Nope. It's going to be on Barunda. That's her fourth foul. Ow, that hurts too.
Yeah, so Ashland's going to have to sit.
She will. Salcido comes in. Barunda comes out. Salcido and Greben will be in the blocks, rebounding for Lovington. And it will send Porras to the line. 33-30 is your score now. Goddard leading by 3. And that shot up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Greben controls it. Gets it up to Malaya Castro. Malaya over to Buendia. Buendia drives across and then gets it out to Malaya Castro. Malaya pops a 3 from the right wing beyond. Man, that was a beautiful shot as Malaya finds the 3-point range finally and puts Lovington up.
Malaya's
we
first
are
points
tied.
of the ball game.
Yeah, Malaya had rebounds and steal. And the ball controlled by Shavira. She trips and falls on it.
And then Coach Roybal calls timeout.
Because I think if she moved at all, she was going to be guilty of traveling. So we have just a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 11.4 seconds left in this third quarter, and we're tied 33-all. This game, I don't think anybody would have expected that this game was going to be this close. Lovington led by 3 points at the end of the first, 14-11. They led at half by 3 points, 21-18. Now closing in on the end of the third quarter, and we're tied. So this has definitely been a much more hotly contested game than I think they certainly expected. But it's been a slow-going game for them.
Well, it has, and they came out extremely flat in the third quarter. They've started kind of finding a little bit better rhythm after about the 4-minute mark. But yeah, they came out and got outscored 11-3 in the opening minutes of that of this third quarter. So, and that put them behind the 8 ball.
And out of the Goddard timeout, it is their ball. They inbound midcourt and work it around outside the arc. Luck has it now. Over to Shavira. Shavira thinking about the 3. She takes a shot because the clock was running out and it's way short. So at the end of third, we're tied 33-all. And we'll be back to wrap this one up, to finish this one. Fourth quarter on the way. More Lovington Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
And welcome back to Lady Cat basketball. At the end of 3, we're tied 33 apiece, and Goddard outscored Lovington 15 points to 12 points in that third quarter, and 9 of those points came from Shavira. She popped 3 trays against Lovington in that third quarter. Put a hand in her face and keep her from shooting from the perimeter, please. And we're back into this one. Lovington inbounds midcourt to Buendia. Buendia to Castro. Back to Buendia on the right arc. pass into Salcido in the lane is picked off. Another turnover for Lovington.
Their 11th of the ball game. Now 6 in this half.
And, yep, they had 4. Oh, and another team's trade turnovers as Myra Castro picks that one off, gets it to Malaya, then Malaya back to Myra in the lane. Myra trying to put up the shot, gets fouled. She gets blocked. The ball goes out of bounds.
Chief asking, why did you put the extra pass in there? But, hey, they should get to go to the line. So.
Yep, that's going to put Myra at the line. And they're going to call that one on number 24, Grotto. That's her second foul. First team foul on Goddard in this fourth quarter. Myra puts it up, and it does not go. It falls off
Lovington
to
now
the right.
6 of 17 in the game from the line.
Luck back in the game as Buck goes out. It'll be Luck and Porras in the blocks to rebound for Goddard. Second shot by Myra Castro up, and that one is good. So she's got a point in the game now, 34-33. Goddard with the ball, 7.5 left to play in this game. Give it to Shavira, then back to Grotto, back to Shavira. Shavira quickly getting swarmed by Buendia and Malaya Castro. Loses the handle on the ball. It's loose on the floor. They're going to call a jump ball. Yes, they will, as Myra comes over and actually ties it up. And they're going to say, is it going to go Goddard basketball? So it'll be Grotto to inbound. Gets it in to Shavira. Shavira out near the timeline, center court. Get it into Luck at the free throw line. They get it over to Hardwick. Hardwick pops the 3. She was wide open. Nobody on her. And she puts Goddard back up, 36-34. Buendia runs the point, stops at the top of the arc, tries to pop the 3. It does not fall. And Hardwick with the rebound. And now they get it all the way down to Porras. She runs out of room, has to pass it back to Luck. Luck almost sends it out of bounds into the Goddard bench, but that's Shavira who gets it, saves it. Now back to Luck. Luck trying to find some room. Oh, and
wow.
what?
Tick-tack, tick-tack.
What? As
one
Luck,
official called a tip as the other one was blowing a whistle and a hack on Buendia.
And Luck
that
actually,
shouldn't be a shooting foul.
It shouldn't. No, Luck was just, she turned around, and I think she sort of slid her foot.
She was trying to pass into Porras.
She was just, it was a high pass. It wasn't a shot.
But they said it was a shot, so.
Wow. And she sinks it, goes to the line and sinks it. She got another chance at it. As they called that on Buendia.
Yeah, but the near side referee called a tip on the pass while the other one called
the foul. And the second one no good. Buendia with the rebound. Gets it down to Malaya Castro.
Still plenty of time.
Back to Buendia, to Myra Castro. Now to Malaya. Malaya tries the 3 and pops it from the right wing. That's second time that she has pulled the trigger from that place.
And if you're wide open like that, Malaya will take that shot every time, ties it back up.
37 all now with 6 minutes left to play in the game. Grotto into Luck. Luck pulls up a little 8-foot jumper, and she puts it up and in. 39-37 now. Buendia coming back the other way. Passes to Malaya, then back to Buendia outside the right wing. All the way back over to Malaya. Malaya open now, tries the 3, won't fall. Myra Castro with the rebound, gets it to Buendia. Buendia drives in the lane, and they're going to call the foul. I think they're going to call it on Shavira.
I think so, and that'll be her 4th.
Yep, it is on Shavira. 4th foul. Should be the 4th. Yep, they do put it up. Greben comes out, and Borunda goes back in. Borunda playing with 4 fouls now. So Buendia will inbound from just to the right of the Lovington bucket. Gets it into Salcido. Salcido to Malaya. Malaya thinks about the 3. Then to Myra. Myra gets it over to Buendia in the left corner. Tries to put up a shot, and I think it was it was tipped, kind of partially blocked. Doesn't go anywhere. So back in the hands of Goddard. Goddard leading by 2 points. Buck with the ball, and yes, they're going to call the
Going to call the charge.
Charge, yes. So that is going to give Lovington the ball back. And a good chance for Lovington to do that. A whistle sounds, and then Chief wants to talk about it. So Lovington with the ball. It'll be their ball coming out of the timeout. It's a full 60, I believe, so we'll take it. And we will be back in 30 seconds with more Lovington basketball from Goddard Gym.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
And welcome back to what has been a very interesting game, and it's just a 2-point game right now in the fourth quarter as Goddard is leading 39-37 here, and Lovington has
and
got
a quick
to
update from the Bulldog pit as it looks like Artesia is up by 10 with 20 seconds to play, so that game's over. Artesia will claim the girls' district title.
With that, they can't really be caught.
Can't be caught, yeah.
No. So still important, though. Lovington really must win this game because with Artesia winning, then Lovington wants to be second outright in the regular season at least. And Lovington with the ball, turnaround jumper by Burunda does not fall, goes out of bounds, and they're going to say yes. They're saying even though Porras says she didn't touch it, the ref says that she did. So it'll be Lovington basketball. Buendia to inbound. Gets it to Burunda. Burunda over to Myra Castro. Myra tunes up, tries the shot. It won't fall, and that's Hardwick with the rebound. 4:56 left to play. Lovington has got to make every shot count here and try to be patient with their shooting. Goddard moves it around and gets it to Luck, and Luck from the free throw line pulls up and puts it in, and now Goddard is 4 points ahead. Oh, a nice give and go in the lane. A little assist by Buendia over to Salcido for two, and now it's 41-39. But you can't just trade the baskets here because Goddard's 2 points ahead. Lovington's got to force a turnover and make points out of that. 3-point attempt up, no good. Salcido with the rebound.
And then gets fouled.
So we will see. She should be going, nope. It'll be on the floor. And Myra Castro is, on Hardwick, and Myra Castro comes out. Aranda comes in for her. She inbounds, gets it to Buendia. Buendia setting the offense. He's going to go across the timeline, center court, move over to the right. Kicks it to Malaya Castro. Castro finds Burunda. Burunda kicks it out to Aranda. Aranda, pulls the trigger on it from the left corner. It rattles in and out, and it was Burunda with the rebound, and then she gets fouled. And that's what they were, I think, hoping for, is to get either Burunda or Buendia to the free throw line.
But that will put Lovington in the bonus. Now you have to make your free throws.
41-39. Chance to tie it up. 1 point closer to that. Good job by Burunda with high pressure free throws here. 41-40. 3:58 left to play in this game. Lovington needs this win. Oh, and that does not fall. Fight for the rebound. Who's going to control it? Lovington will. No, it's going to be a tie ball as the ball ends up on the court. Aranda and Hardwick both fighting for it, and the arrow is going to go. Will it go Lovington? Yes.
I think they're deciding if they're going to call a foul.
Well, they're going to go ahead and call a foul?
No,
well,
they're going to.
It's a tie ball.
Say jump.
Ball.
Yep.
So Buendia will inbound from just to the left.
One of the refs was arguing for a hack. So
Lovington, Buendia will inbound from the left of their own basket. They get it in the lane to Burunda. Burunda gets fouled. I think Luck all over her back. Are they going to call that on Luck? I think it should be.
Yeah, they're going to call it on Hardwick, though.
No, on Hardwick. All right, well, it's her third foul. So Lovington again with a chance at the free throw line. 3:50 left in the game. They trail by 1. First shot is up and no good. It falls off to the left.
Free throw shooting woes continue.
Oh boy. So Barunda, she made one of two at the line just less than a minute ago. Maybe the second one will fall in, and yes, it does. So now we're tied, 41 all. 3:49 left to play. Goddard with the ball. That is Grado to Shavira, back to Grado, and getting it into Luck. Luck looking for room, kicks it back out to Shavira. Shavira pulls back, setting some O. Goddard cycling around in the paint. They get it in, and intended for Luck, kicked away. Nice turnover, and they get it to Malaya Castro. Malaya tries to put a shot up. It will not fall. Fight for the ball. It ends up on the ground. They're going to call a jump ball. This time it'll go Goddard's way.
13th turnover now for Lovington, but we're tied. And hadn't been able to buy a bucket or a free throw, so.
Well, Barunda ended up back-to-back trips to the line and was 2 of 4 for those 2 trips. Goddard with the ball, moving into Luck. Luck at the free throw line, has to kick it back out. Shavira moves out, back center court. Calling for the O. They pass it in to Grado. Grado back out to Shavira. Shavira tries to pop the 3. It won't fall. Oh, and then Buendia gets the rebound. Oh, she loses it momentarily, but gets it back. And drives in, gets it to Barunda. Barunda pulls up, puts a shot up, won't fall. There's a call. There's going to be a whistle. A whistle sounds. Who are they going to call it on? They're going to call that on Barunda. That's her 5th foul. She fouls out of the game. Oh boy. So we're tied. 2:46 left.
No, they call it on Salcido.
Oh, on Salcido. Okay. There you go. So it was 2-4, not 1-4. I was like you. I thought he said, I saw 1 finger 1 and then 4. It was 2-4, 24. But Goddard still with the ball, and we're tied. That is Grado with it. Midcourt, works it around to the right, leaves it off for Buck. Buck back in the game. Gets it back to Grado. Then to Luck. Oh, and a pass in the lane is stolen away by Barunda. Nice job. Give it to Lovington. Buendia sends it to Malaya Castro. Malaya tries to pop the 3. It won't fall. Salcido fighting for the rebound, goes down on her face, basically. She was fighting for the ball and went down hard.
Yeah, and she's grimacing as she's getting up.
And I can't believe she popped up like that, because that was tough.
But that will do it for Porras, so she will foul out of the game.
And that's 5 fouls for her, and it's going to send Salcido to the line. She comes out, and is it Hardwick? Hardwick comes in. And it'll be Hardwick and Luck in the blocks to rebound for Goddard. Salcido at the line to shoot. We're all tied up 41 all with 2:14 left to play. Salcido does not make the first one. Chance to break the tie right here, though. Coming off of a hard fall like that, and I'm surprised she can even stand erect. Second one no good as well. Luck grabs the rebound. So Goddard will have the ball with 2 minutes left. It's going to be Grado working against Malaya Castro on the left side. Oh, pass almost stolen away. Luck gets it, gives it to Buck, and Buck gets it off of the glass.
The Goddard bench just got teed up.
Wow.
As they came off of the bench.
A little too,
and they came out
on the
court.
floor. Off of that 3-point shot, which was an amazing shot by Buck, but still.
As Hardwick came out onto the floor.
That's right.
Coach Roybal is barking. He may get himself teed up here too as Buendia goes to the line. Come on, team up.
All right, Buendia at the line to shoot, and she makes it. 44-42 out of the technical foul assessed on the Goddard bench, and makes that one as well. So Buendia, who has kept Lovington in this game, she and some good 3-point shooting by Malaya Castro as well, makes it 44-43. And wow, what can you say? It's a timeout. Well,
Yeah,
we're just
timeout
gonna
going to be taken
we're
by
just gonna,
Goddard. So
we're just going to keep it right here, as I think Coach Roy Ball just trying to regroup and trying to make sure, settle his girls down and make sure they don't. He's probably telling them, we can't afford to, no more teas. We got to keep the chatter down. No more. Just got to calm things down. Lovington able to pull back up within a point here, but they're running out of time. They really need this win. This has turned out to be a much, much tighter, more exciting game, closer anyway, than I think anyone expected coming into this. And Lovington are really wanting this victory, but they got some work to do, and we'll see what their game plan is as Chief Ridgeforth used the diagram board, and we'll see what happens when we come out of this timeout. Whistle finally sounds. 1:49 left to play in this. Wow. Lovington out there and ready. Whistle sounded.
Yeah, the ref had to come over and say,
Ref
girls,
is
you got to get out there.
reminding Goddard to get out on the floor.
And he could very well, if they wait a little too much longer, he could tee them up again, and that would,
That's right.
Coach Royball would be done for the.
Out of the Lovington timeout, they inbound midcourt. You gotta keep your hand on the ball. As I'm saying that, they make a bad pass and lose it. Another turnover, and now with the 1-point lead, all Goddard has to do is hang on to the ball and make Lovington come after them.
They can play stall ball
They
at this
can,
point.
and just make Lovington come after them and foul them. And that's exactly what they're going to do, is just play keep away and make Lovington foul. And let's see, Luck with the ball. Salcido coming after her. Finally, Goddard moving the ball
and
around
Lovington
just a
still
little bit.
with 3 fouls to give, so
yeah, they can't.
They got to foul quickly, or they got to take the ball away.
That's right, and now they leave Goddard wide open. The shot up, no good. Fight for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. Is it going to be Goddard or Lovington ball? If it's Lovington
they're going to
ball,
call a foul on Goddard on the rebound.
Okay, so Lovington's still in this one, and they're going to say that's against Porras.
Shavira.
No, Shavira. And is that her 5th? Yes, it is. I've got her down. Yep, she is out. And that's going to put Aranda at the free throw line. Aranda, it's her first trip to the line tonight. Goddard leading by 1 point.
And still leading by 1.
Still leading by 1.
Aubrey's had a very quiet night.
Has a chance to tie it up right here. Aranda at the line. 55.7 seconds left on the clock, and that one no good as well. Lovington has had all kinds of chances tonight, and they are still 1 point behind, and a timeout has been taken. We'll see. Is this a full timeout?
Yeah, it's by Goddard,
it is.
so.
We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Welcome back to Ground Zero. And it is Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. A 1 point game. 44-43. Goddard is leading with just seconds on the clock. And timeout taken. Wow. What can you say?
Here's the telling stat. 11 of 28 from the free throw line in the game.
Wow.
For Lovington.
That's just one area. They left a lot of points out on the floor with the shooting.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't keep shooting stats, but it's not good.
It'll be Goddard basketball out of the timeout. 54.2 seconds left on the clock. They lead by 1. Again, all they have to do is hang on to the ball. Lovington wants to try to steal it away. And yes, tipped away. Malaya Castro is going to have it off the tip by Aranda. Gets it to Buendia. Buendia runs down. Buendia runs through the lane, puts it up, and it does not fall. And Luck with the rebound. And a foul is going to be called, I believe, as Buendia fouls Luck. And that's going to be, I think, Buendia. Is that
That'll be her fourth.
That's her 4th foul. I was looking on my sheet to see if that was 4 or 5. So her 4th foul. It'll be on the floor, though. And Goddard will have the ball. Now another timeout is being taken. 34.6 seconds left. And Goddard in the lead by 1 point, 44-43. It is a 60-second timeout. So you want to just keep it right here?
Yeah, we'll keep it right here and say a big thanks to Bob Swiftway, Devon Energy, Lee County Electric Cooperative, Lovington Auto Supply, Stone Oilfield Service, Eunice Pump and Supply, First American Bank of Lovington, Lovington Schools, and Western States Insurance, making it possible for us to bring you Lovington Lady Cat Athletics and Wildcat Sports 2. Of course, coming up immediately following this one, we've got the boys' game.
Yes, we do.
And weird things happen in this gym. I don't know. I think we're seeing it tonight.
We are. We came into this saying that, Lovington could not take this for granted. They were going to have to play hard and really from the very beginning, and it has just been slow going. Goddard has played well. Goddard has made some adjustments,
and they've made Lovington play their game.
They have, and so you've got to say, well, Lovington has done a number of things right. They kept their turnovers very low in the first 3 quarters of this game. Really, they don't have just a whole lot.
Yeah, just 14 in the game for 20 for Goddard.
But they have not capitalized on forcing, the turnovers that Goddard has made more turnovers, but Goddard has been better at the line, and Lovington has left a lot of points both at the free throw line and out on the bar.
5.5,
Finally,
6 before, yeah.
Goddard inbounds, and I think they're finally going to call. Are they going to call that?
They're going to get Malaya.
They're going to Malaya with a foul. Lovington still has a couple more to give, or one more to give before they get. That was the fourth. So the next foul, Goddard will go to the line, but Goddard will inbound. That is a buck to inbound, and again, can't find room. Cardenas guarding her tight. Try it again. There's a buck looking for,
and she bounces it off Cardenas
again. Can't find room as Lovington doing a good job on defense here. Trying to, they want to get the ball. They want to force a turnover, interrupt it, almost take it away, but Malaya does foul Hardwick on the hand, and now that will send Hardwick to the line. So that is the 5th foul, and Hardwick will go to the line to shoot.
4th personal on Malaya, so.
Yeah, 30.2 seconds on the clock, and Goddard still leading by 1 point, 44-43. It feels like it's been that score forever.
It does. Now, the good news is even if Hardwick makes both of these, it's still a 1-possession ball game.
That's right. It puts a 3, and Lovington has hit their share of threes tonight. Malaya Castro has popped a couple of those threes, and Buendia has popped a couple of threes, so it's possible.
Hardwick misses the first.
And leaving the door open, cracking a little more light in there. Second one is up, and that one is good. So 45-43, Lovington with the ball. They inbound, get it to Malaya. Malaya is down to Buendia, and what are they going to say? A whistle sounds.
Timeout on. Chief takes the timeout.
Okay, so it'll be Lovington timeout and Lovington basketball, as they'll have it over there near their right corner to inbound. It's just a 30-second timeout. Yes, it is. We'll keep it right here. A 30-second timeout. 27 seconds left to play in this game, and Lovington trails by 2. Lovington has to make 2 to tie it and 3 to go ahead. And if they did, though, it depends on how quickly. If they burned a little clock and didn't leave Goddard any time, they could actually hit a 3, go ahead and win the game. If they don't leave Goddard enough time to get down the court and tie one. There's a lot of if here right here.
I think your plan here now is if you're Chief Bridgeforth, you've got to move the ball and you've got to move it quickly. If you can get Malaya or if you can get Buendia open for 3, do it. If not, try and find a way to drive
get the
to the
2
lane
at least,
and get the 2 and then maybe the foul.
Then 4, yeah. And they do get Buendia in the lane, and she loses the handle of the ball, and it goes over. And then Goddard turns it over with a travel. So the teams trade turnovers, and another timeout is being taken. 21.7 seconds left.
And that is Chief's last timeout.
That's right. Bridgeforth takes the timeout. And again, this time it's just a 30. Nope, it's a 1-minute timeout.
Yeah, it's a 30.
Yep, it's a 30. Okay, he said 1, and then he said the 30.
Yeah, then the scoring table said he
that's
doesn't
right.
have
didn't have any
left,
minute.
so.
We didn't have any left. So It's just a 30-second timeout. Yeah, I'm paying attention to what the refs do and not what the scorekeepers are nodding or not, yes or no. So still, it's a 2-point game. Goddard leading by 2, but Lovington with the ball out of their timeout. They'll be able to come in and either try to play for the shot to tie it up, and that's what it looked like. Buendia was going to take it and try to take it in and get the ball and
well, and she
tie
drove
it up.
right into Luck, and I'm not sure. I think she was more trying to get the foul than the bucket, and I'm not sure that's the right play.
Yeah, I think that she was looking just kind of before she was trying to take the shot. Lovington passes it around. Buendia brings it, gets it back in the lane, puts it up. Oh, and that was Greben who put it up, and it did not fall, and a fight for the rebound. Aranda had her hand on it, but they call a jump ball, and Lovington goes the way of Lovington. Goddard not liking that at all. They wanted a foul and not a jump ball, but Lovington will have to inbound. Buendia's got it just to the right of the Lovington basket. Into Greben, back to Buendia. Buendia kicks it to Malaya. Malaya in three-point range, in and out, won't fall. Cardenas with the rebound and gets it back. Another shot will not fall as Buendia took it, and then it goes out of bounds, and now they're going to say it is Goddard ball. Wow. Lovington with 2 looks at the basket did not get either one to fall, and they call the foul, and they call that on Malaya Castro. Nope, that's Aranda. Aranda, just her second foul, but that's going to put Hardwick at the line. And again, Lovington with a couple looks at the basket there.
Yeah, they had 4 chances right there and couldn't get anything to go.
No. From different places, threes that didn't fall, close-in shots, point-blank shots, 4 chances, and not one of them fell. But that free throw line from Hardwick does go.
And one more will ice it. It's
That's
a 3-point game right now with 1.9.
46 to 43 is your score. Goddard up by 3. Hardwick to shoot the second. It's up, and that one is short. Cardenas tips it, and Malaya Castro with a shot at the buzzer is short, and Goddard has done it. And I would call this an upset.
It is.
Goddard upsets Lovington 46 to 43. Wow, we'll be back in just a couple of minutes with your post-game show here, and then it's the boys, Lovington and Goddard, after the post-game show. We'll be back with more Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community, so bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
Welcome back to Lady Cat basketball as Goddard has just upset the Lady Cats here, 46 to 43, your final score. And with the wrap, TJ Miracle.
Well, thank you very much. Goddard, as you mentioned, 46 points in the ballgame, getting the victory. No double-digit scores tonight. Hardwick, Luck, Chavira all with 9 points apiece. Ashley Buck chips in 8, 6 points for Alessandra Porras, then 5 points for Carmen Grotto. The Lady Rockets go 7 of 15 from the free throw line, 27 rebounds in the ballgame, 21 turnovers, but they got the shots to fall when they counted. Turning the page for the Lovington Lady Cats, led by Liz Buendia. Welcome back. She had 20 points, but she was the only double-digit scorer. 8 points for Ashlyn Barunda before she fouled out of the contest. Had 6 points for Malaya Castro. A very quiet night for Malaya. 5 points for Carly Greben. 3 points Erlyn Salcido. 1 point Myra Castro. That's the scoring for Lovington. Salcido led the way in the rebounding. She had 27 rebounds as a team, 15 turnovers, 11 of 28 from the free throw line. That says it all.
Yeah, exactly. So you can look at the stats and see exactly where Lovington fell short in this game. It just was not a good game for them in so many ways. But still, lots of three-point shooting. Castro with a couple, Buendia with 4 three-point shots, and as you mentioned, 20 in the game. She had a fair amount of rebounds as well to add to that. So Lovington just too little, too late, just came up short. They actually led most of this game, 14-11 at the end of the first, 21-18 at half. Lovington, it was tied up at the end of 33 all, and then of course final score 46-43. So with this, Lovington goes to 15-10 on the season, 2-3 in district, and they'll play their final regular season game Friday on the road at Portales. And of course, TJ Miracle will have that call for you. I'll be on assignment with another game and another team. But again, tonight, just Lovington falling short in this one. It makes Friday night's game and a win against Portales even more important now, as Artesia won their game tonight.
It'll be for second place, winners second, losers third.
That's right, and of course sets up the seeding for the district tournament next week. So we will take a timeout as the boys are on the court to warm up, and we will have the Goddard Lovington boys game coming up here in just a few minutes. They've got about 14 minutes left on the pregame clock before that game, and we'll have it here for you right here on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. Back in just a few minutes.
And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat basketball from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Game 2 of our doubleheader tonight as the Lovington boys look to improve to 3-2 in district and get a little revenge for the girls' game earlier. But weird things happen in this gym. As we've said it for years, I don't know what it is, but there's just something about ground zero, as they call it, that interesting things happen here. She's Dawn Morgan. I'm TJ Miracle. Great to have you back with us. Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. For the Cats, they come in at 14-10, 2-2 in district, and right now in the Max Preps Matrix are sitting at number 8 in 4A. For the home team, Goddard Rockets, they are 3-19 on the year, having a rough go of it, and they are 0-4 in district. And right now, number 26 in the Max Preps rankings. For Lovington, they've got a lot to play for. One, probably not going to have a chance at winning the district title, but they are playing for a home game, and Goddard would love nothing more than to play a little bit of spoiler for Lovington and maybe help their own positioning a little while they're at it. As we get ready for the start of this one, of course, Lovington had a whale of a ball game against Artesia back on Friday night, second half of district. Artesia getting the best of that one, 57-50. Lovington, the way was led by Cale Covington. He had 13 points in the ball game. Julian Arroyo also with 13 in that ball game, but Julian fouling out in the third quarter. And Coach Casey Pack in our discussion, Bob Thriftway coach's conversation after the game said, we went into a zone, but I should have pulled him out. Now that one's on me, and at the end, not having their leader on the floor, I think, cost them. So you got to think they're going to be thinking a little bit more about that tonight, but they've got to be thinking more about the team on the other side of the court.
Yeah, and you had that call. You were in, or you were at Lovington for that, and watched both of those games. Actually, I tell you what, the game preceding this one was. It was a tough loss for the Lovington girls. So Lovington boys, I think, not only winning, as you said, for themselves, but they want to get a little revenge, a little payback for the Lovington girls' loss. A lot on their shoulders tonight, as each of these games are so important now, coming down to the wire. It's so important for Lovington to try to win this game again, to set themselves up for the district tournament, and again to improve their chances of moving on into the playoffs.
Right. Well, and if you win this game, you guarantee yourself a home game in the district tournament coming up. So that's what Lovington is really going to be gunning for and really shooting for as the Cats out warming up. Now for Goddard, how many years have we been coming here and we've seen things that just go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth? Doesn't seem to matter what the record of either team is. In this gym, it seems to be nobody can ever quite get their feet underneath them, and it comes down to who makes the fewest mistakes.
A lot of overtime games in this gym too.
I remember we called one
Lovington boys.
At the Lovington boys game. It was about probably, I can't remember if it was Casey Pack's first year as the boys coach or if it was the last year of his predecessor. Lovington was down 33 at half. And we went to overtime.
Crazy. Yeah. So, again, wide swings are possible, upsets are possible, and you just have to try to be on your game and play your best here and not leave a lot of points out on the floor. That's what got the Lovington girls. They just, from the very beginning of their game, they left too many points out on the floor with cold shooting, both inside, outside at times as well, and then at the free throw line. So Lovington boys got to keep the turnovers to a minimum and, try to play some good defense, force turnovers, and make points off of those turnovers.
And if they can play their game, they want to play downhill. They want to play fast. They want to play aggressive. If they can do that and make the shots off of the transitions when they get those turnovers, should be a good night for the Wildcats.
And that's exactly what they're going to want to do. 2:50 left before we get this game underway. And, of course, I haven't even paid attention to real time. We got so caught up. It felt like that girls' game.
It went a long time. It's 7:30. So.
And, and it felt like a 3-hour game, not a 2-hour game. So, definitely.
Yeah, we're already running more than 30 minutes behind
here.
So.
Yeah, and a little under 2.5 left before we get this one underway.
Yeah, and then they're going to have to do the Lakers intro. And, I guess since it's their, I think, they may be They may be home against Artesia Friday night, but I'm sure there'll be all kinds of craziness.
Let's see. I had that. I think, let me look. I had that down on the girls' sheet when we were talking about the fact that, the next game for Goddard would be against Artesia. I've got them at Artesia coming up on Friday.
There's no telling what all they're going to do before we get this one underway or at halftime. So the teams head back over to the benches. Coach Casey Pack talking to our officiating crew. Thanks tonight to our friends at Western States Insurance, Bob's Thriftway, Devon Energy, Lee County Electric Cooperative, Lovington Auto Supply, Stone Oilfield Services, Eunice Pump and Supply, First American Bank of Lovington, and the Lovington Schools, making it possible for us to bring you Lovington Wildcat Athletics. Of course, this is your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show, and we'll wrap up the pregame show, come back with your starting lineups and the tip-off. Wildcat basketball continues in a moment from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat basketball from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. With Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Great to have you with us tonight as the Cats get ready to hook up with the Rockets as they decide that the Rockets are going to double as the LA Lakers tonight. All we're missing is the Alan Parsons project. I can tell you, if I can see my my lineup sheet, your starters tonight for the Lovington Wildcats will be number 1, DeMarcus Thompson, number 3, Julian Arroyo, number 4, Elijah Rivero, number 12, Micah Pondo, and number 24, Cale Covington. So for the Cats, that'll be Thompson, Arroyo, Rivero, Pondo, and Covington, as they are still introducing more and more Rockets onto the court. So we're just going to keep going and say a big thank you to all the good folks who make Lovington Wildcat Athletics possible, including our friends at Bob's Thriftway, Devon Energy, Lee County Electric Cooperative, Lovington Auto Supply, Stonewall Field Services, Eunice Pump and Supply, the First American Bank of Lovington, the Lovington Schools, and Western States Insurance. We appreciate those businesses making it possible for us to bring you these games absolutely free of charge. Because of them, we do not have to charge you anything, like $13 a game like the NMAA wants to. And we don't have to beg you for donations like some other broadcasters do. We don't have to do that because of these great sponsors, so be sure that you support those folks. Do please subscribe to the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Remember, once we get to our 2,000 subscriber plateau, I'll pull another $100 out of my pocket and give it to one lucky subscriber. That is just my way of saying thanks. It's not coming from the sponsors, not coming from the stations. That is coming directly from me to say thank you. With Tiff and Evie Stuber keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. Alongside Don Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for being with us tonight. I guess they've decided who's playing and who's not for Lovington under head coach Casey Pack, 14-10, 2-2 in district. They are in the royal blue unis with the white letters and numbers, Cats in script. For the Rockets of Goddard, they are in the home whites with the navy letters and numbers. And it looks like you'll have Barncastle Ramirez on the floor. Also, Joaquin Sanchez. Bruce Loya, he'll take the jump. And I believe that is Michael Gutierrez. Actually, they have a 22 on the floor. They don't have a 22 on their roster, so we'll have to figure out who that is. So it'll be Cats who win, and then a bad pass immediately turned over by Lovington as they won the tip. I think that's Jevin Mendoza actually wearing 22, so that's what I'm going with. So it'll be Goddard basketball out of the Lovington timeout. Lovington with a little backcourt pressure just underway. As it'll be Sanchez tossing it back to Ramirez. Rivero and Thompson on him tight. He'll throw the fastball up, get it to Sanchez. He goes hard to the floor, almost loses it. Coming up to save it is Loy on the backside. Bounce it back around. Sanchez will reset. Coming near side to Ramirez. Now into the deep left corner to Barncastle. Barncastle to the free throw line with Sanchez. He'll turn around, 10-footer, no good. And it is up, no good. And the rebound is going to be brought down by Rivero. Elijah to Pondo. Pondo left wing for three and in and out. Cale Covington is there with the rebound, and Cale will put it back up and in. And Lovington will draw first blood 2-0. Full court press is on yet again for the Wildcats. We get the score bug updated and a little pressure. Loya breaks it, gets it underneath. Barncastle all by himself. Misses the point blanker from the left baseline, and Cale has his second rebound. He'll pull it back down the other way, but a bad pass and 2 turnovers now for the Wildcats as it'll go into the hands of Ramirez. They'll break the press, and they'll go to Mendoza, far side, NBA level 3 on the way. That one no good. Off of the tip, and it'll come out on the near sideline. Should be Lovington basketball. No, they're going to say Lovington touching it last. So it'll stay Goddard basketball. So the bounce pass will come into Ramirez, top of the arc. He'll hand it off to Sanchez. Sanchez going to back it up between the rings. 90 seconds gone here in the first. To Mendoza, get it to Loya. He'll take it left base, and then he'll step on the baseline. That'll be the first turnover for the Rockets. Give it to the Wildcats.
4 looks at the basket for Goddard, and none of them have gone in. Lovington is shooting 1 for 2.
So the Cats will take it across the timeline. That'll be Arroyo to control. Toss it over to Rivero on the near side in front of the student section, then back out to Thompson, reset. To Rivero, right wing. Barncastle guards him to Micah. He'll push it into Covington in the right block. Back out to Rivero. He'll cycle it back out. Reset to Pondo. Thinks about the 3. Thinks better of it to Cale in the left baseline. Tossing it back out to Micah. Micah to the free throw line. Then to Rivero. Top of the arc. 3 on the way. That one off the back of the iron. Covington is there with the rebound. His third. Out to Pondo for 3 and bang! Micah Pondo finally gets one to fall on the third attempt, and it'll put Lovington up early 5-0. Of course, Lovington ran away with this one at our place, but you don't want to think that's going to happen. And then off of the noggin of Loya, back the other way to Rivero, trying to get it to Thompson. Thompson, a little turnaround, puts it up and count the bucket of the foul.
Beautiful move. I tell you what, that was great presence, of mind where he was, and control his body like that, get the shot up, get it to go in and draw the foul.
And especially considering he wasn't expecting the basketball to begin with.
Yeah, a poise, great poise.
Well, DeMarcus for the and one, and that one is off of the mark, and it'll be Loya with the rebound. So Goddard will bring it back down. Bouncing it into the deep left corner. Barncastle thinks about three, runs into Covington, picks up the dribble. He'll reset out to Sanchez around to Mendoza. Mendoza, a little jab step. He'll go to the right baseline, then goes over the top, and that one kisses the glass and into the hands of Pondo. Micah going to pull the trigger back down with Thompson. Thompson to the lane, put it up, and doesn't get it to go, but he'll get fouled. And DeMarcus will head back to the line as they will whistle that one on Dominic Ramirez, his first personal, and the first team foul on Goddard.
Wow, 0 for 5 shooting from the floor for Goddard, and Lovington is shooting a 3 for 7.
Up early, 7-0 as DeMarcus will get the first one to fall. So make it 8-0, an 8-0 run to start the ball game.
It's a good way to start, but you got to keep your foot on the gas.
Coach Wade Scott pulls Mendoza out, and in his place, he is going to send in Aiza Mestis. Oh, Thompson got the first, eyes the second, and gets that one to go.
Nice job.
A 9-0 run to start the ball game. Thompson will come out, and Anson Marquez goes in for the Cats. Also in Ethan Stevens. We'll reset the offense momentarily. They'll try and trap up Ramirez. He'll get it to Mestis, then to Loya at the timeline. He'll get it back to Ramirez. Ramirez crosses over, goes left hand, deep left corner, jump stop, almost travels. Tosses back out, gets it to Sanchez, into Loya in the high post. He'll turn around, the little hook shot, no good, and Covington has his fourth board of the first quarter. Cale will take it, leave it to Marquez, trailing, and in and out. How many times did we see that in the girls' game? And it'll go into the hands of Sanchez, and back down come the Rockets.
So both teams with a look at the basket, neither gets it.
Ramirez, step back three, left corner, and that one will rattle home. Dominic Ramirez with the three-pointer puts Goddard on the board. Lovington up by 6, 9-3. Julian Arroyo will control it into the front court, leads it off for Stevens. Stevens, top of the arc, picks up the dribble, now back in front of the student section with Julian. Julian just going to think, okay, you're going to give me room, I'll pull the three-point trigger, and on the rebound, Barncastle with the long one, takes it back down. Stevens gets to him quickly, and a whistle sounds. Little tic-tac there. They're going to call the push on Stevens. Be his first personal, first team foul on the Cats. So Ramirez will pull the trigger from the right side. Barncastle on the inbound, right wing for three. That one is going to be short. He'll wind up with his own rebound, and he'll take it in. Drive to the hoop and up and in, and quickly a 5-0 run for Goddard makes this a 9-5 ball game right at the halfway mark of the first.
Yeah, three.
To Pondo, left wing, three, and bang!
Beautiful. Out of 3 missed shots, and then that one falls and puts Lovington up 12-5.
3:47 to go off the full court pressure of Stevens. Yep, Stevens will wind up with it. Ethan will bring it back down. He'll get a little screen from Covington to Pondo. Left wing, three again, and bang!
Beautiful shots.
Trade me in for Micah Pondo.
15-5. Lovington quickly up by 10. 3:30 left in the first.
Now a 6-0 run, and then the pressure going to force Ramirez to throw it over the head of Maestas. That'll be the 4th turnover for the Rockets. Give it back to Lovington, and Coach Wade Scott says, all right, let's talk about this one. It'll be a 30, so we'll just keep it right here. Lovington up 15-5.
Wade Scott actually coached in Lovington, right?
He was the Lovington Lady Cats coach for 2 seasons.
Right, yeah. Remember that. So,
2 or 3 years before coming over here to Roswell to take over the boys program. Of course, while we're here, say a big thanks to Western States Insurance, Lovington Schools, First American Bank of Lovington, Eunice Pump and Supply, Stone Oilfield Services, Lovington Auto Supply, Lee County Electric, Bob Thriftway, and Devon Energy. With Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle, and it'll be Rocket basketball out of the Goddard timeout. As Ramirez and a whistle away, and up they're saying it should be on the baseline, and that is correct. Pondo, Stevens, now there's Lovington's basketball, that's correct. because it was a turnover into the timeout. Thompson ends to Pondo, thinks about the three, takes the three. Bang! 4 trays for Micah Pondo in the first 4.5 minutes of this one.
He is en fuego.
Full court press is on. They try and trap up Ramirez. He'll get it to Loya. Pushes forward to Sanchez. Sanchez drives in, goes around Pondo, and gets the bucket and the foul.
Oh.
Pondo's first personal. And Sanchez has his first points of the ball game. 18-7 the score.
And a lot of shots taken by both teams. A lot of it's quick moving first half, and it's
And
not
one
over.
for Sanchez is up, and it is good. So still a 10-point Wildcat lead. 3:12 remaining here in the first. To Arroyo. Julian bouncing it to the right base, then getting it back. Over to Marquez, back to Julian. Bounce it to Thompson, right elbow, then toss it out to Pondo from NBA range. That one off the front of the iron, and Barncastle has his third board of the first quarter. Barncastle, as Stevens gets to him quickly, cycles, throws it to Ramirez, makes a nifty little move to get away from pressure, get it to Loya, bumps off and up and in. Loya, his first points of the ball game.
And now Goddard on a little 3 roll as they've made the last 3 shots they've taken.
Moving out, they'll throw it into Thompson. The reverse layup, it is off, but Thompson will get his own rebound. His putback no good, but he's fouled. DeMarcus heads back to the line. They're going to call that one. I'm going to call that on Loya, his second personal, third team foul on the Rockets. And DeMarcus back to the line. 8-point lead for the Cats, 2:27 to go. DeMarcus's first is up, and it is good. Now 19-10. Is Covington back in. JoJo Perez also checking in. And Michael Gutierrez comes in for the Rockets. Second for DeMarcus is up, and he gets them both to go. 6 points for DeMarcus in this first quarter, 20-10 in favor of the Wildcats. Out of the full court pressure, Maestas almost losing the basketball. He'll somehow save it, tosses it over. Sanchez bouncing it to Gutierrez. Bounces out, and then Covington reaches in, knocks it away and into the hands of Perez. Back down come the Cats. Arroyo off of the pick, puts up the 3 and bang! Julian Arroyo drains the tray. 5 threes for Lovington here in the first quarter alone.
Oh, a nice
and
takeaway.
Stolen away on the inbound. Thompson to the left base, shot up, no good. Rebound loose, and Gutierrez winds up with it. But Lovington will take it right back.
That's
7
right.
turnover for the Rockets.
That was JoJo Perez stealing
coming
it earlier.
through and up and missing the point-blank layup is Arroyo, but Covington playing trailer up and in, his 5th board and his 4th point. 25-10 the score, and a whistle sounds. As Coach Wade Scott taking the timeout. Yep, Coach Scott will call the timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. So Wade's already out of the 30-second timeout.
Wow.
And Lovington up by 15, 25-10. They've come out running, and 5 3-pointers.
Yeah, their perimeter game is smoking so far, and they want to definitely keep that hot, as that's nice 15-point lead. I'm not sure I would have expected them to be up by 15 this early in the game, but we will take it for sure.
Yes, we will. Now the key is to keep your
Maintain
foot
it.
on the gas
That's
the
right.
whole way long. If you were with us in the Stone Oilfield Services pregame show, you might recall, if you've been a longtime follower of the Wildcats, it was 33 points that Lovington came back from in this gym to force overtime a number of years ago. So a 3-pointer thought about by Rodriguez, thinks better of it, gets it back to Maestas, goes into the paint but almost loses the basketball, somehow saves it out of pressure from Rivero and Perez, and then a steal by Stevens, and he's going to get hammered from behind by Sanchez.
Wow.
8th turnover for the Rockets, 4th team foul for Goddard here in the first quarter, still 1:23 to go in the first. Lovington trying to stretch out a 15-point lead. As the clock did not start.
All right, and the ref noticed that.
Yes, he did.
And said, come on, they're going
to
probably bleed about a second off of
little
it. When
hometown timing there.
when
No,
they
they're just going to reset it.
Okay.
Now, there they go.
Yeah, they end up taking about 3 seconds off of. That's fair. I think.
So Stevens will inbound it to Perez. JoJo to the front court, swatching over to Rivero. Rivero to Covington from the left block. Kiss it off the glass, up and in.
Nice.
When Covington is on, he is nearly unstoppable.
Nice assist. Good feed from him on there, too. Beautiful form.
Ramirez looking for room, throws the fastball, gets it away from everybody, and it'll head out into the lobby. 9 turnovers now for Goddard. Give it back to Lovington with 1:01 remaining here in the first quarter.
And they lead 27-10.
This is one of those quarters you dream about, but you got to keep it going the whole game. It's Perez to the front court, tosses to Rivero. Far sideline, comes back into Stevens in the left block. Back out to Rivero to Covington. Top of the arc, Cale to the right block. He'll toss it back door, trying to get it to Stevens. He'll toss it out. Rivero, top of the arc. Rivero drives through the lane and puts up the little runner, and good.
Yeah, uses the backboard. It drops right in. Beautiful shot.
29-10, a 19-point lead for the Wildcats. Full court pressure is on. As Maestas works against, gets it to Ramirez, trying to throw it to Sanchez, stolen away. Cats with it, Rivero, he'll take it hard to the rack. He's fouled, he'll go to the line. As Goddard's starting to rack a few fouls up, let's see for sure.
Misses the shot, but he gets fouled by, I believe, Gutierrez.
Yep, Gutierrez, his first personal, 5th team foul on Goddard. So now Elijah Rivero to the line to shoot 2.
20.1 seconds left in the first.
And now a 20-point lead for the Wildcats. 30-10 the score. As now Devin Mendoza checks back into the ball game for the Rockets. Second shot on the way for Rivero. That one no good, but Covington with the rebound, and he's hammered.
Yep.
Covington, 6 rebounds now.
Gutierrez is going to get called on that one as well. He's going to pick up 2 quick fouls right here.
Gutierrez picking up 2 quick personals. And Lovington is in the double bonus. Wouldn't matter. Covington was in the act of shooting, and the first one for Cale, up and good. Lovington just stretching it out here.
Covington with the light purple, the lilac shoes tonight, lavender shoes.
That one is in and out, no good. It'll be Thompson who comes up with the rebound. His putback is going to be partially blocked. And finally, Sanchez will come away with it. Lovington with pressure, and JoJo tries to get it, and it winds up sitting on it like an egg down there is Mendoza. They're going to call jump ball. It'll be Goddard basketball with 5 seconds to go here in the quarter. 31-10, Lovington in command in this one. Coach Wade Scott down there turning about the color of the high school across town here in Roswell. A little bit red in the face. As at the buzzer, no shot off, and Lovington in command, 31-10. We'll be back. Second quarter starts here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
Back here at ground zero, Goddard Rocket Gym with Dawn Morgan. I'm TJ Miracle. The Cats taking it to the Rockets in the first quarter, 31-10 our score, and it will be Lovington basketball as we start the quarter. And into Perez, back to Arroyo, 3 from the right wing, bang!
Oh, beautiful.
Julian now with 6 points in the ballgame and quickly establishes Lovington here in the second period. Full court presses on, stolen away by Perez, gets it to Covington, misses the slam and jam, and it'll be a rebound by Sanchez, his third, and then he's going to be fouled. As they're going to get that on Covington, his first personal. It's just the First team foul, just the second team foul overall for Lovington in the ball game. They've played very clean while forcing 11 turnovers, and JoJo takes it away on the inbound to Covington, right wing for three, and bang!
Off of the steal.
Big boy can do it all!
Off of the steal by JoJo. That was his second steal of the game, by the way,
10 points
too.
for Covington, and Rivero running up the backside of, that is Mendoza. Now that'll be the first personal on Elijah. Second team foul on the Cats. No, Mendoza will inbound it from in front of the Lovington bench as Barncastle checks out. Ramirez checks in. 27-point lead for Lovington here, just barely into the second quarter. I was so excited about Cale hitting a three-pointer, I forgot to put it on the score bug. It's there now. As Maestas on the inbound, tosses to Mendoza, deep right corner, getting to him quickly is Arroyo. Now back to Maestas, drives, goes underneath, ball is going to be bobbled, and JoJo just almost stole that away again before it went out of bounds. And it'll wind up off of Jose Porras. That'll be the 13th turnover on Goddard. Give it back to the Cats. 37-10. Pondo to Rivero. Rivero calling for the traffic, gets it to Arroyo, and from the left block takes it up and in. Julian now with 8 points in the ball game, 39-10. Lovington acting like they want this to be a running clock second quarter. The fastball to Ramirez in the front court. Come the Rockets. Actually, that's Porras to Maestas, deep right corner, and that one off the mark. And Covington with his 7th rebound of the first half. Throws the fastball down to a breaking Rivero, and Elijah in. 5 points for Rivero. And 4 of 5 shooting for Lovington in this second quarter. And a 31-point lead for the Wildcats. Sanchez uses up the dribble, gets it to Ramirez. Lovington trapping him up, trying to, and knocked away by Julian, and out of bounds, no foul. Now you've got Perez, Rivero, Thompson, Arroyo, and Pondo on the floor for the Cats. Porras, Maestas, Sanchez, Ramirez, and Mendoza on the floor for the Rockets. Leave it off, Mendoza. Hesitation, goes through the right lane, eye off the glass, but he's fouled. Yep, he is. And who are they going to call that? I think they're going to get it on Perez. Perez, yep. Okay. So that'll be his first personal. 3rd team foul on the Wildcats. Mendoza to the line. Man, Perez has just been quick in this game, all over the place, forcing some turnovers, stealing, and doing some good work, along with all the rest of the Cats have just come to play tonight. They can do no wrong so far. 30 up with 6:18 to go first half, and that's Mendoza from the line. Finally gets Goddard in the books in the second quarter. He'll toe the stripe, put up the second. On the way, and that one no good, but it'll be Sanchez with his 4th rebound. He'll fall away from 15, not going to fall, and into the hands of Thompson. To Stevens to the front court, picks up the dribble. Ethan will push it back out to Rivero. 6 minutes to go, first half, all Lovington in this one. Pondo, deep left corner for 3. That one off the mark and off of the tip. Maestas with the rebound, his first. Maestas coming near side to Ramirez. Ramirez picks up the dribble. Lovington tries to trap him up. They'll throw that one out all the way to Porras, and he'll travel. 14 turnovers for these Rockets. As this has just been a horror movie for the Goddard squad here in the first half. 5:48 remaining in the first half of play. Lovington up 41-11. They're just moving the ball so well. Lovington moving up and down the court, moving the ball really well in this game. Not only Arroyo, shooting, right corner, 3, and Travian! Yeah, not only shooting lights out, but moving it well. Julian Arroyo now over the double-digit mark, 44-11. A shot up and no good. And Arroyo with the rebound. Thank you. Right into his hands. Trying to catch my book up. Julian has a lane. He'll take it right side. Misses the underhand. And it'll wind up in the hands of Ramirez. Got to take a little time. Don't want to get sloppy. Maestas NBA 3 right wing. That one clanks off the iron. And Loya with the rebound. His put back no good. And then Thompson will come away with his 4th board. To Stevens. Stevens, 16-footer from the right side, and Ethan will put it home. Oh, wow. Somewhere Grandpa is smiling. Hi, Coach Stevens. And the steal by Thompson. Thompson spin move right base, and doesn't get the bucket, but he gets the foul. Oh, and I thought that was going to fall. It bounced around the rim, and then it just gravity took it the other way. But he'll have a chance to call that on Loya. That's his 3rd personal. Just the first team foul on the Rockets.
A chance to sink it at the line.
Now Thompson back to the stripe.
35-point lead right now, but you can't go into running clock till after half.
That is correct, and DeMarcus missing the first. As some reinforcements coming in for the Rockets as Loya comes out. Barncastle back in, and standing on the front will be Aiden Luck. So Thompson gets the second one to go, now 47-11. As Hanson Marquez comes in for DeMarcus Thompson.
Goddard has only made 1 point in this second quarter, no, of course, at the free throw line.
Yeah, 0 from the field.
Yeah, 0 for 5.
So picking up the dribble is Ramirez under pressure. Gets it to Sanchez on the far side, still in the backcourt, and it'll be Arroyo stealing it away. Julian off the steal, up and in off the transition.
Yep.
Julian keeps the Cat train running, and the charge going to be called. Pondo got in, set the feet on Sanchez.
And man, I don't know how he blazed down there. Lovington on that quick transition, they were so fast down there. I thought Roswell, Goddard was fast on the transition, a fast break, trying to keep it away. Pondo, man, lightning fast, getting those set. Great job.
Sanchez out, checking in his place will be Chris Lucero. Lucero coming up from the JV, I guess. He's wearing a different type of uniform. Cats to the front court. Pondo to Stevens. Back to Pondo. Top of the arc. 3 ball. That one clanks off the iron. And it'll be Lucero with the rebound. He'll get it to Luck, who takes it up the far sideline. Turns on the Jets, and he will run over Pondo. But Pondo didn't have the feet set that time.
This time it was, he got the block foul called on him.
Second personal, 14 foul on the Wildcats. And wow, they're going to say he was in the act of shooting. I didn't think he'd started that yet, but okay. So Aiden Luck, freshman power forward at the line for Coach Scott.
Got to figure he might be related to
Addison Luck.
Addison Luck plays on the girls' team, the varsity team.
And up and in is Coach Casey Pack telling Pondo, you got to make sure those feet are set. So he pulls Mike out for a minute. Elijah Rivero in his place. So Luck made the first. Second one is up, and that one going to roll off, and it'll be Barncastle with the rebound, his fourth. So Goddard will reset at 49-12 halfway through the second. Ramirez to Mendoza off of his hands, and that is turnover number 18 for Goddard. 18 in the first half, and we've still got nearly 4 minutes to play in the half.
49-12 your score. Lovington leading this one. 3:50 left to play in the second quarter.
And to the front court, it'll be Rivero running the point to the deep right. Then they'll get it into Covington. He'll take it to the post and put it up and count the bucket and the foul.
Beautiful. Great moves.
Covington with 12 points now. And they'll call that one on Luck. His first personal, second team foul, and Covington at the line for the and one. The and one is on the way and swish. Covington now 2 of 3 from the line. It is 52-12. Fastball into the front court to Lucero. Thinks about the three. Has it tipped away by Rivero. Elijah, he's fighting with Lucero back down the court. Lucero returns the favor.
Yep.
To Ramirez. Goddard basketball, takes it right base. He'll fall away from 10, and it'll be Mendoza with the rebound. Then out to Barncastle, left corner for 3, and it is up and good. And that'll be the first field goal of the second quarter for the Goddard Rockets. Arroyo takes it into the left lane, put it up, count the bucket and the foul. So Arroyo answers right back, and he'll go to the line for the and one. That'll be on Mendoza, first personal, third team foul on Goddard. So Arroyo at the line. Julian with 12. Make that 15 points in the game.
Julian going to stop and tie his left shoe where he gets up to take his free throw shots.
We're in the white Nikes here tonight.
3:08 left in the second quarter now.
All Lovington so far, and it is up and it is good. Lovington up by 40.
Fast moving first half.
And will be a very fast-moving second half, I got to think, as Arroyo will check out of here.
Well, Lovington up by 40 right now.
Into Lucero, and he tosses it off of Marquez and into the hands of Perez. Perez pushes out to Rivero. Rivero, a little head fake, now into the deep right corner for Covington. Covington on the right base drives in, and they call the push off on
foul.
tail. His second personal, 5th team foul. That'll be the 4th turnover on the Wildcats, and that will put Goddard in the bonus. I want to let him climb back in. And how come that wasn't a foul? All right, anyway, back to it. Ramirez for 3, top of the arc, and swish. Dominic Ramirez, his second tray of the ball game. 55-18, Stevens in the right corner to Covington, right wing for 3. That one is off the mark, and the rebound going to be made by Mendoza, his second, but then he'll throw it into the backcourt and throw it away. 21 turnovers in the first half so far for Goddard.
And some of those like that one, that was really an unforced error. But Lovington has created a lot of those turnovers with good defensive pressure.
Pondo comes in for Stevens, Marquez, Covington, Rivero, Perez, and Pondo for the Wildcats. Get it into Micah, left wing, 3 ball off the mark, but Covington is there with the rebound. His putback no go, and it'll be Luck with his rebound. Lovington almost stopping it away as Ramirez uses up the dribble, pushes it into the front court. Gets it to Mendoza in front of the Lovington bench. He'll pick up the dribble, and Rivero going to take that one away. Rivero brings it back, and he'll lean in from 5, and Luck over everybody. That kid's going to be tough to handle when he gets to be a junior and a senior. He's just a freshman right now.
Amazing, yeah, great talent. And he's going to come out. Let's see, DeMarcus Thompson in with Pondo, Perez, Rivero.
So get it to Luck.
Marcus.
Still under pressure. Ramirez throws it into the middle and right into the hands of JoJo. Perez pushing it to Marquez. Anson, deep right corner, almost too hard. Pondo winds up a little spin move on the right base, and he is going to be blocked by Barncastle. 5th turnover for the Wildcats. 90 seconds remaining in the first. Barncastle takes it across the timeline, takes it from the left to the right. 90 seconds to go, first half. Picks up the dribble back to Ramirez. Thompson gives him a little bit of space. Pokes at the ball, gets all ball. Ramirez to Luck, to Lucero, to the left baseline, puts it up, and the charge called on Lucero.
So Pondo getting his feet set yet again.
That's
Good
the
job.
second one he's managed to call as Lucero, his first personal, but that's the 14th foul on the Rockets. Lovington going to keep their foot on the gas, up 55-18. All Wildcats in this one. Thompson to Pondo, cycles, gets it to Perez, right wing, 3 on the way. Off the mark, and it'll be Barncastle with his 5th board of the first half.
It's the 4th straight basket that Lovington has missed now, though.
Ramirez pushing it forward to a breaking Luck. He makes a nice little move, lets Lovington flash around him. Shot up, no good, loose on the floor, and it'll be Micah who comes away with it, his second. Pondo bouncing to Rivero. Rivero, no look past it, Thompson. Thompson to the left block, takes it into the post and circus shot up and in.
Beautiful.
For DeMarcus.
Makes it 57-18.
39-point lead for the Wildcats, and another turnover is back into the hands of DeMarcus. Thompson, same shot, put it up, and they'll call the charge on DeMarcus. His first personal. That'll be the 6th turnover on the Wildcats since it is an offensive foul. No free throws involved. So 25 seconds to go. Lovington up by 39. Is taking the Rockets to the woodshed here at ground zero in the first half. Rockets push it forward, try to get it to Luck. It'll be tipped and into the hands of Micah Pondo. Pondo down, leaves it off for Thompson. Thompson from the right corner, his 3 ball off the mark. DeMarcus will wind up with his own rebound, goes in. It'll wind up in JoJo's hands, and JoJo goes up. His hammer pup won't fall. Ball loose on the floor. Thompson with it, toss it out in no time for the shot before the buzzer, but the Wildcats in command of this one. They lead it 57-18 over the Goddard Rockets. We'll be back with your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime report coming up as Wildcat basketball continues in a moment.
When it comes to your hard-earned money, selecting the right bank is vital. Hi, I'm David Campbell, president of First American Bank in Lovington. First American Bank in Lovington is part of this community. So bank with trusted partners you know, and trusted partners that are part of this area we call home. First American Bank offers all the advantages big corporate banks do, and we do our banking with hometown support and commitment. Choose First American Bank, 19 West Washington in Lovington. We want to earn your trust, then earn your business.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
And welcome back to Ground Zero at Goddard High School. This is your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me, you're going to get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa. Get up and go. And that's exactly what the Wildcats did in the first half. They've gone out to a 39-point lead, 57-18. They are taking the Rockets out behind the building so far. And let's start with your numbers in this one. We'll look at the Goddard Rockets. Their leading scorer right now is Dominic Ramirez. He has 6 points in the ball game. Eli Barncastle with 5. 3 points for Joaquin Sanchez. 2 points Bruce Loya. And a point each for Aiden Luck and Jevin Mendoza. Leading rebounder in the first half was Barncastle for the Rockets. He had 5. 19 rebounds as a team for Goddard in that first half. They go 3 of 5 from the free throw line. 26 turnovers, though. Ouch, as Lovington's defense has been giving them fits. 10 points in the first quarter, 8 in the second. That's how they get to the Rocket 18 on the board. And rocketing over to the Lovington side of things, 3 double-digit scorers in the first half, led by Julian Arroyo. He's got 16. 12 points for Micah Pondo, all of them from beyond the arc. Then you got 13 points for Cale Covington. Covington is now just 2 rebounds shy of a double-double. 9 points in the first half for DeMarcus Thompson. Then you had 5, Elijah Rivero, and 2 for Ethan Stevens. As we mentioned, Covington with 8 rebounds, leading rebounder for Lovington. Thompson not too far behind. He has 6. 19 rebounds as a team for the Wildcats in the first half. Lovington goes 8 of 12 from the charity stripe. They had 6 turnovers in the first half, 31 points in the first, 26 in the second, and just dominating half.
Yeah, wow. Well, the end of the first quarter score was what, to 10?
It was 31 to 10.
Yeah, 31 to 10, right. And so Lovington held them to 10 points in the first quarter to only 8 points in the second quarter. And some of those points have come at the free throw line. Goddard shooting 5 of 12 in the first and 3 of 10 in the second, 8 of 22. They're shooting 8 of 22.
That's not good. Of course, when you turn it over 26 times in the first half.
That's what happens. And Lovington shooting 10 of 23 in the first quarter, 12 of 22 in the second. That adds up to 22 of 45. They have taken 45 shots and at the basket. That does not count free throws. And they're shooting just right at 50%, 22 of 45. We'll take that.
Well, and when you're shooting like you are from beyond the arc, let's see, there is 3, 7, 8 3-pointers in the first half for the Lovington sharpshooters, including one by Cale Covington.
Yeah, and so they've certainly taken some shots that haven't fallen. I mean, they've taken 23 that have, 22 that have, 23 that haven't, but they are just shooting lights out from the 3-point range, especially. So it's just again, most everything going their way in this first half. It's hard to point at anything, that they haven't been doing well.
Well, and, I think it's just don't let Goddard back in this. Lovington Auto Supply, Napa know-how, keys to the second half.
Yeah.
Don't let Goddard back into this.
That's right.
Because we've seen this script before. It was flipped.
Yes.
But we've seen this movie before.
Yeah, Lovington.
And Goddard let
Lovington back in.
Let Lovington back into it.
After leading 33 points at the half. And right now, this is almost a 40-point lead by Lovington going into that third quarter. They'll start it with running clock, and
they will.
Man, it is just running clock makes the games go so fast, and it's so much pressure against you. When you're the team that the clock is running on, it's so very, very hard to mount a comeback. So it is good for Lovington that they start with that running clock in the second half, but they definitely want to keep it running clock if they can. They don't want to pull up, hold up, and let them get back into it. And running clock really gives them a huge advantage. If they can keep 35 points or more ahead, they're going to make quick work of that second half if they can.
Right, it's keep your foot on the gas. Go ahead and I'd say maybe put your starters out there for the first, maybe half of the third quarter, and then you can get your bench in, get them some more experience, and by then you're cruising comfortably into what will probably turn into the second place game in Portales on Friday night. So a lot to play for, and Lovington wants there to be no mistake. Right now, as we mentioned in the pregame show, the playoffs were to start today. Lovington would get a home game as the number 8 seed, and they would like nothing more than to not have to go to God knows where, like Los Lunas or Gallup or some of the interest Aztec.
Right, some of the
places we've gone over the years.
Some of the mother of all road trips, for the playoffs.
Yeah,
which they're famous for having to do.
Yes, they are.
We've gone up to Bloomfield and
Aztec and Gallup and Shiprock. That wasn't for Lovington. That was for Tatum. Tawachi, I could go on and on, but we need to go on and on back to the second half of action. This has been your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me, you're going to get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply at Napa, get up and go. We go to the second half. After this, Wildcats lead 57-18. Wildcat basketball continues in a moment.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
And welcome back to Roswell Goddard as they cut halftime a little bit short. There was still nearly a minute left on the halftime clock, and they said, all right, let's just get this and get it over with. So back to it, but Goddard's still a lot to play for. They want to do everything they can to get this under 35 as the inbound will come into Sanchez in the backcourt with Pondo on him. He'll cross it into the front court, give it to Barncastle as Arroyo on him. Push it to Mendoza in the left elbow, turn around from 15. That one will be an air ball and it'll go out. Loya tries to save it, but will not. And it'll go into the hands of Lovington on the initial turnover for the Goddard Rockets. This one going to move very quickly unless Goddard can get this under a 35-point lead. Cats up by 39. Rivero to the front court, gets it to Arroyo. Barncastle on him. Arroyo puts up the tray, and yes, sir, bang! 19 points for Julian Arroyo. And the Cats keep rolling out of the locker room to Mendoza. Almost loses it. Now he'll get it to Sanchez. Takes it just in front of the free throw line. Turnaround from 15. No good. And it'll be tipped and tapped and into the hands of Elijah Rivero. Elijah keeps it himself. Leaves it off behind the back for Arroyo. Julian with the high pass over to Covington. Then they'll toss it to Rivero. Cuts back door. Came through the lane. Left him open and up and in.
Wow, beautiful. And a nice assist. As good teamwork there by Lovington.
62-18, the Cats continue to take the Rockets to task. And the bounce pass inside and right into the hands of Pondo off the swat from Covington. Feed it down to Thompson, and Thompson going to be fouled. Loya going to pick up his 4th. And Thompson heads back to the line for 2 more. So Thompson gets 1 of 2. He will be in the double-digit club tonight. As Loya picking up 4 personals pretty quickly. DeMarcus puts up the first, and no good.
62-18 your score now. Of course, Lovington firmly in control.
Clark will check in for Loya. Clark's in his first action.
So Clark in the blocks for rebounding.
Second one up, no good. And off the tip, it'll be Covington with the rebound. He's got 9. So reset it, Cale to the free throw line. Loses it off of his foot, but there to save it is Arroyo right side. He'll step back from 3 territory, and that one clanks off the iron. And Sanchez, his 5th board of the ball game. Mendoza to the front court, picks up the dribble, needs some help, and he's going to get it from DeMarcus Thompson, who takes it away from him. DeMarcus hippity hop through the lane and off the glass, his own rebound. Toss it out of the corner for Pondo, in and out. Thompson another rebound and finally gets it to go.
All right, so out of 3 shots, they get 1 to fall.
Hey, as long as you get the 1,
That's
and
right.
Thompson now with 11 points in the ball game. Joins the triple-digit club.
Nice job.
Ramirez losing it on the floor. It is loose. Pondo gets it, pushes it out into the hands of Julian Arroyo. Arroyo, the high inlet pass, trying to get the alley-oop to Covington. Now Cale will step back right corner for 3, and Arroyo will save it in to Thompson. DeMarcus from the rebound and up and in. DeMarcus just a rebound away from the double-double.
Well, nice job. Good game for several of our Lovington Cats.
And that one's stolen away by Thompson. Back the other way. DeMarcus just going to cycle it out. He'll get it to Rivero, who's cutting in the right lane. Up and in. Good.
Nice steal, and then an assist by DeMarcus, and a great basket there.
And a 50-point lead for the Wildcats as Coach Casey Pack takes the timeout. It's a 30, so we'll just keep it right here.
Some beautiful work here.
Yes, there has been.
With good teamwork, good passing, and
yeah, they've done a very nice job.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they're giving themselves 2 and 3 looks at the basket, but they're managing to in this second half they're shooting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of 7, 9, 10, 5 of 12 so far.
And now the bench is going to be in for the Wildcats. You've got Perez, Herrera, Hernandez, Stevens, and Marquez on the floor. Rockets leaving the starters in except for Loy, who sits with 4 fouls. You've got Ramirez, Sanchez, Barncastle, and that is Luck and Porras on the floor for the Rockets. To the front court, Lovington up by 50. Clock's going to move with 4.5 to go. Ramirez, NBA level 3, left wing, no good. And off of the tip, it is loose on the floor, still loose on the floor, and Perez going to wind up with it. JoJo takes it, feeds it off to Stevens, and Ethan underhand up and in. Stevens now with 4 points. And into the deep right corner. Barncastle going to be blocked by Hernandez. Into the hands of Porras. They try and trap him up. Bouncing it back out to Sanchez. He'll move it to Ramirez. Ramirez from just in front of the line. Up no good. And JoJo with another rebound. His 3rd. Freshman will push it to Marquez, who wasn't ready for it. He was just trotting down the court. And that'll be the 7th turnover for the Wildcats. Comes at the halfway mark of this 3rd period.
Running clock, of course, 70-18 your score.
Ramirez to the front court. Tossing it out to Sanchez. Top of the arc, back to Ramirez. From the right wing, his 3 is up and good. He's got 3 trays in the ball game.
Beautiful shot. Credit where credit's due.
And that is the first points of the half for the Rockets, and it comes with 3.5 to go. to Herrera, through traffic and off of his foot and into the hands of Luck. Luck bouncing it to Barncastle. Barncastle splits through Perez and Hernandez's shot up, no good. Ball loose on the floor. Porras will get to it and he'll put it up and in. A quick little 5-0 run for the Rockets against the Wildcats' second team. Crossing over, Stevens losing the basketball, and that's 3 straight turnovers for the Wildcats. 70-23. Barncastle, Ramirez, top of the arc, 3-ball up. That one no good. Going to wind up at his own rebound. And he'll turn around, put up a 12-footer. That one not going to fall, and off of the bounce, it'll be Hernandez with the rebound. Hernandez will bring it down, takes it coast to coast, and lay it in. Nice. Hernandez with his first bucket of the night.
And 4 straight baskets for the
to Luck in the right corner. 3-ball up, no good. And off of a weird little setup there, it'll be Ramirez who gets the rebound, and he's in double figures now. 72-25. Clock ticks with 2:19 remaining in the third. It is running clock. To Marquez, right corner. His 3-ball is in and out. Hit everywhere but the bottom of the strings, and Ramirez has his 4th board.
Oh, it's so tough to see that. Because it's in, but it just doesn't count.
Yeah, it rolls around, takes a funny...
And then pops out.
And pops out. Barncastle, left corner for 3. That one is off the mark. And Marquez, he'll have the rebound. Anson will bring it back down. He'll take it coast to coast. The left-hand layup, no good. JoJo playing trailer. His putback, no good. And it'll be Goddard with the basketball as Sanchez will come up with his 6th board of the ball game. To Barncastle, takes it under, gives it to Porras, coming through the left lane and up and in. Jose Porras. Goddard threatening to get this one back to the 35-point mark. 90 seconds to go, the high inlet pass, and they are going to call the hold foul on Porras, trying to get it in to Valente Herrera. Porras' first personal, just 2nd team foul in the quarter. As Kyler Reeves and number 23 check in. I do not have a 23 on my roster for the Wildcats.
No.
The inbound to 23, he'll pull the 3-point trigger and bang!
Oh, beautiful shot.
Kid checks in and drains the tray. I'll have to see if I can find out what his name is.
Obviously, probably from JV.
I would think so. Musetto to Ramirez the other way for 3, and that one pops in and out. Valente with the rebound, his first. Oh, Herrera, and they're going to call the foul on Herrera, who pushes off against Luck. Valente, his first personal. Just the first team foul in the quarter on Lovington.
The quarter's almost over.
Yes, it is. Running clock makes it go extremely quickly.
Yep, just 20 seconds or so now.
And a whistle sounds and a hold away from the basketball. Going to call Valente for his 2nd quick personal.
75-27 is your score now.
They'll get it into Barncastle. Skylar Reeves comes out and picks him up back to Ramirez. Left side 3 is up and
beautiful.
Good. Ramirez with his 4th tray of the ball game. 75-30, and at the buzzer, no good. We head to the 4th. It's Roll Wildcats in this one. Lovington 75, Goddard 30. Wildcat basketball continues in a moment.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Back here at Goddard High, it's all Lovington in this one. We start the 4th quarter, and off the inbound, the fastball into Valente Herrera. Up and in, and Lovington draws first blood in the 4th. With Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle is bringing it across. Will be Lucero out to Ramirez. Another three-pointer on the way. That one going to clank off the front of the iron. Sanchez with the rebound, his 7th, out into the deep right corner for Mendoza, and that one is good. Mendoza now with 4 points in the ball game. 77-33. Back here at ground zero at Goddard Gym. Has a step back for Hernandez for 3, and that one too hard off the iron, and another rebound brought down by Sanchez. That's his 8th. Sanchez to Mendoza, and around to Ramirez, down to the deep right corner, Lucero. He's going to direct traffic. Give it back to Ramirez. Goes to the deep right corner as Kyler Reeves will pick him up. Right wing this time for 3. That one is going to be off the mark, and it'll be Mendoza with his 3rd rebound, and then a foul going to be called on the Wildcats. They're going to get that one on Peyton Hernandez. His first personal. Just the first team foul on the Cats. Checking into the ball game for Lovington, the Xavier Casadas. So he will come in for Valente Herrera. It'll be Barncastle inbound right of his own bucket. Pushes into Lucero in front of the student section. Now they'll work it around Barncastle left side. He'll take it to the high post, and then he'll get fouled before he travels.
You're going to get JoJo on that, maybe? Either that or no.
I think they're going to get Hernandez again.
Hernandez.
Yep, it will be on Hernandez. His 2nd personal, 2nd team foul. It puts Barncastle at the line, and his first one is up, and it is good. 77-34 is the score. Clock continues to move, and running clock timing here in the second half. 2nd on the way, and gets them both. 7 points for Barncastle. Cats still in control as they'll push it to Hernandez. He'll go against Barncastle. Now he'll go to the lane. High off the glass, no good. He's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2. He'll get that on Barncastle. His first personal, first team foul on the Rockets.
So 42-point lead.
They're going to say that was on the floor. Are you kidding me?
Really?
All right.
No, wait. One of the refs is saying.
Saying,
nope,
yeah,
yep,
2-shot foul. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Peyton Hernandez, I'm glad I was correct on that, will go to the line to shoot 2. As Peyton will bend the knees, puts up the first, and off the mark. So the score remains 77-35.
And lots of subs coming in for Goddard now.
Loya Ramirez back into the ballgame. Maestas back in. He'll go for Barncastle, and Mendoza out on the floor. Cats with Casadas, Hernandez, Reeves, Perez, and 23, and I apologize, I don't have that young man's name, and Hernandez gets the 2nd. 78-35. Cats in control, as that's Andreas who checked in for Goddard, and another 3 is up and good. Beautiful. For Ramirez. He's got 17 in the ball game.
Whoa.
17 of the 38 in the books are his. Bounce it to Reeves in the deep left baseline. He works against Loya. Moves around Loya, misses the point-blank layup, and it'll be Loya with the rebound, his 3rd. But then it's going to be knocked away by Hernandez out of the hands of Andreas. But it'll stay Goddard basketball. One of the great names in the district, Blade Andreas. As Ramirez, another 3-ball on the way, and rattles it home again.
Wow.
Travian for Ramirez. He's got 6 of them in the ball game. The Cats with it. JoJo head fakes. Now drives in. He'll put up the circus shot and count the bucket and the foul.
Yeah, good move there.
And he's in the scorebook now and gets Lovington back up by 39.
Nice little left-handed shot, real flat. I didn't think it was going to make it in, but it did.
Call that on Mendoza. And Perez at the line to shoot the and one. And his and one is up, and it's no good, but it'll be Kyler Reeves with the rebound. Reset it out on the left side, up no good, and it'll be Hernandez who winds up with it. Mike winds up passing it underneath, and Kyler Reeves in the right base is up and in. Now 82-41, 3:09 to go in the ball game. Ramirez another 3-ball, that one up no good, and Maestas with that rebound. He'll keep it, he'll push into the left baseline, and then up and out of bounds on the air ball. Well, the Cats doubling up the Rockets here as Valente Herrera back in. Herrera, Casadas, Kyler Reeves, Peyton Hernandez, and number 23. We'll see if we can find out who that's going to be. As Goddard making some changes as Sanchez will come back in. Herrera inbounds it to Casadas with 2.5 remaining in the ball game. Pick it up, get it to young number 23, and push it over. Peyton driving through, losing it off of his foot, and Sanchez winds up with it in his hands. That's the 11th turnover for the Wildcats. You're above 41, you're really not that concerned about it. Sanchez, he'll step back for 3, and that one will be off the mark, and it'll be Valente Herrera with his second board of the ball game. Leave it for Casadas as we click down to the 2-minute mark. As Casadas drives through, he's fouled, he'll go to the line. I think they'll get Barncastle for that one. Maybe Ramirez, but I'm betting Barncastle. And it will be. That'll be his second personal. So Xavier Casadas at the line. His first trip to the stripe tonight. Bends the knees, puts it up and in. He's in the scorebook. 83-41. So Lovington improved to 15-10 on the season. More importantly, 3-2 in district. Second one is up, and that one going to miss for Xavier. But Valente is then with the putback. One of those nights where everything goes your way. 85-41. Ramirez, and he'll put up a 3-ball, no good, and it'll be the rebound in the hands of Kyler Reeves, his second. Wouldn't let Valente run the point. And they'll get it off to Peyton, who brings it into the front court as we hit the 1-minute mark remaining in the ball game. Bounce it out to Valente. He pulls the three-point trigger and bang!
Hey, all
and
right.
I will quote Coach Casey Pack verbatim on this. If I let him do it and he does it, I will never hear the end of it. So now Coach Casey will never hear the end of it.
And he's got 5 points in the game.
And another one for Ramirez is on the way, and it's up and good. Dominic Ramirez.
He's put on a 3-point show in the second half for Goddard.
He's got 23 points in the ball game, leads all scorers. Back to Herrera, into 23, and he'll take it, push it out to Peyton. Peyton, top of the arc for 3, and bang!
Oh, nice shot there as well.
Peyton Hernandez now with 6 in the ball game.
10 seconds left to play in this one.
91-44 as Ramirez going to play, you got to think, for the last shot. He'll put one up from near midcourt. It'll wind up as an air ball and a turnover into the hands of Valente Herrera, and he'll put up one at the buzzer himself off the glass. And Lovington victorious tonight. Our final, Wildcats 91-41 for the Goddard Rockets. We'll come back.
44,
thank you.
Right.
I missed that last 3. I apologize. 91-44. So we will be back to wrap things up right after this. Wildcat basketball continues in a moment.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
And back here for your Devon Energy postgame report. All Lovington in this one, 91-44. The final as they run the Rockets right out of their own gym. Lovington will improve to 15-10 on the year, 3-2 in district, and they will drop the Rockets to 3-20 and 0-5 in district. So the win tonight guarantees Lovington at least a third place in a home game and possibly even a second place. As well, I didn't know if we were going to have Coach Casey Pack with us tonight or not, but indeed we will. As we'll get you in here. So as Coach Casey Pack joins us for our Bob Thriftway Coaches Conversation. Coach, can you hear okay?
Yes, sir.
Well, some nights everything goes exactly like you put it down on paper, doesn't it? And tonight, one of those nights.
Oh, we had probably this was our best shooting night. We knocked down a lot of shots tonight.
You did.
Put on a clinic. Go ahead, Dawn.
Actually, I've got 35. You shot 35 of 71. 35 of 71, right at 50%, and a lot of those were trays.
Yes. So it was an awesome night for us here.
Well, it was. It looked like just from the word go, the matchups all seemed to work out. Everybody seemed to be feeling the flow. And one of those nights you just do nothing wrong. What was the key to getting off to such a hot start?
Well, you saw Micah Pondo hit 4 in a row. So
yeah, that
really
little something to do with it.
Yeah, it got us going. So then our other shooter said, well, I can do this. And it just
snowballed.
Snowballed, yes. That's the word I'm looking for. Snowballed, and we got relaxed and shot it even better.
Well, and you just kept playing your game, moving up and down. Yeah, the defense forcing 30 some odd turnovers against Goddard. And you managed to capitalize on a lot of those too. The transition, everything, just really good tonight. Not much else you can say about that.
No, that's good. And I told our guys at the game, we're fixing to just go push the ball, have some fun. And up-tempo's our game, so this, hopefully we get that same up-tempo confidence at Portales.
Well, and we'll talk about Portales in a second. I do have to ask you about one shot in particular because you said you would never hear the end of it if he made it, and Valente Herrera made a 3.
Yeah, they even called a set play for him, and he knocked it down. I said, oh, now he thinks he's a shooter.
And he had hit a basket before that, not long before that.
Yeah.
So a good night all around for everybody. So now you got to, take the deep breath and you got to get ready for Portales on Friday, and that's going to be a big game.
Yeah, and it's always tough to play in Portales. They have outstanding student body. They have a great community support. It's a great environment to be a part of, and we're ready for it.
Well, and took care of him at home, so just do the same thing here.
Yep, take care of it, and we got second place wrapped up, and move on. Get
another home game out of it.
Yes.
Maybe even 2 out of it before it's all said and done.
And if we can take care of business, we'll get a home game for state as well.
Well, and that would be exciting. Well, Coach, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
And appreciated everything. A good night, 91-44. Yes. So big win tonight for the Cats. And, guaranteeing that home game in the district tournament never hurts either. So Coach Casey Pack joining us.
Thank you.
Our Bob Thriftway Coaches Conversation as they're kind of turning the lights out on us here. So, leading the way for the Wildcats tonight, 19 points for Julian Arroyo. Then also in double figures, DeMarcus Thompson with 13. You had 13 points tonight for Cale Covington. Cale and DeMarcus both missing a double-double by 1 rebound.
Wow.
I'm going to go back and see if I can find one. 12 points for Micah Pondo, 9 points Elijah Rivero. A lot of kids in the books, and just a big night tonight all told. So final thoughts, Don, as they prepare to run us out of here.
And that's it. I think enough said. Look at the scoreboard, and which they've zeroed out. But big win, 91-44 for Lovington. And moving on, and of course, Friday night, last game of the regular season. And put them in, the Lovington did what they need to do. Put them in good stead, doing what they can to control their own destiny and get into state playoffs.
Absolutely. Of course, we will be with you on Friday night from the Ram Athletic Center. The girls will play first at 5:30. The boys to follow immediately at 7 o'clock. So for Evie Stuber, keeping an eye and ear on things back at One Radio Square. For Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Roswell. This has been an exclusive presentation of Noel Mark Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Good night, everybody.